And a good evening. We welcome you to Barclays Center in Brooklyn, where tonight the Nets get set to take on the defending champion Denver Nuggets. And the Nets do so with the weight of a 4-game losing streak on their shoulders right now. The Nets a bit fatigued after a West Coast trip, and then were easily handled by the Knicks the other night. They sit at 13-14 on the year, taking on a Nugget team that beat them a little over a week ago in Denver. The Nuggets at 19-10 on the season took care of the Nets pretty handily, but that was a night where the Nets were playing the third game in 4 nights in the altitude. They had a number of kind of built-in excuses in that one. It's still a team that has some excuses because of fatigue and injury, but Tim, certainly a team that is desperate to get out and play well here tonight against
Denver.
I
couldn't agree with you more. That's exactly how I think the Nets feel. I know the coaching staff feels that way. This is a Net team that changed the standards of what was expected this season. The first 23 games, they were 13-10. He said they might have a special thing going on right here. Even though you didn't think it going into the season, a lot of players had stepped up to another level. Well, the West Coast, did them in a little bit. The Knicks did them in the other night. They're not feeling great about themselves right now, and you're right. This is a really, really important time for this Net team and a huge challenge against this Denver Nugget team.
Well, take a look. The injury update is brought to you by Maimonides Medical Center. The Nets are going to get one body back. That's Dennis Smith Jr. and Capper. Remember Emerald? We used to do his cooking shows.
Yeah.
Something was a little bland.
Yeah.
What would he do?
He'd go bam,
bam, right?
Yeah.
Kick it up a notch.
Right.
Well, that's the Nets are a little bland right now, and Dennis Smith Jr. is not the protein. He's not the main ingredient. But Jacques Mullen's going over to the spice rack right now. He's going to take a little pinch of Dennis Smith Jr. and he's going to try and kick it up a little notch tonight. Right?
Yeah, he's spicy, all right. He's spicy.
Absolutely.
And he brings a lot of positive energy and juice. You're right. Just like a jalapeno pepper, right? Or whatever.
Well, we're getting set for the Nets and Nuggets. Before the game, we had a chance to sit down and talk with Nets head coach Jacques Vaughn. Well, JV, you're coming off the loss to the Knicks. When you look back at it, what do you diagnose your team with right now?
Yeah, I think overall there's a piece of us that we've really caved into the physicality of the game. Knicks an extremely physical team, so that's a piece that we really have to lean into. And then our ability to persevere, whether that's through runs, whether that's through the basketball not going through the hole for us, whether that's a breakdown and how do you respond to it. So those are the 2 areas we got to get better at.
I'm sure fatigue has a little bit to do with it right now. How do you coach fatigue?
Yeah, I talked to our group about it today, whether I need to play them in shorter stints, whether I need to incorporate more people into the lineup. But there has to be a standard in our effort level on a nightly basis. And so there'll be a little bit more substituting if I don't see that effort on a nightly basis.
Quicker line changes out there. What are you seeing out of Mikal Bridges right now?
He wants to do the right thing. I think you take a look at the shots that he had last game. The ball just didn't go in. Shots that we've seen him make time and time again. And it's just part of the season. I talked about our team. There's going to be stretches where things don't go well for you. How do you respond? This is a stretch for us where we're not doing very well as a team, and it's a challenge for him individually.
People see his streak and hasn't missed a game since going back to high school. The obvious question is sometimes, he's played a lot of basketball in the summer and coming into this year, does he ever need time off? How do you approach that subject? What are your thoughts on that subject?
Yeah, I give him a lot of praise and a lot of grace at the same time. No one knows, but he's played sick on this trip on the West Coast and didn't think about sitting out a game. And it's on me, I think, in the organization to, at some point, see what's more valuable, the streak or keeping him fresh so that we can have a long run to the season.
Well, we know rest is kind of a 4-letter word now in the NBA. You're not supposed to rest guys. But it's like when you had that little interaction with Ron Boone in Utah the other day. He had that 1,400-game streak, and you said, did you ever not feel good? And he was like, no, I felt good every game. I guess it's a matter of if there's something that he would normally try to play through to try and convince him not to play through? Would that be kind of how you'd look at it?
Yeah, I think so. You don't want him injured or anything of that nature. But I think we just have to be smart. It's a long year. He had a long summer. He's trying to play for his teammates and giving every ounce that he has. And those things you love about him. But at the end of the day, it's a long year, and we got to be judicious and smart about how we use the year.
you're going to get a little jolt in your lineup with Dennis Smith Jr. What did you miss when he was out, and what are you looking forward to seeing out of him here tonight?
Yeah, just overall, Spencer and Mikal have had to play a lot of minutes, and you get some minutes from Dennis, his ability to play either guard position, give us some life on the defensive end of the floor, scrappy, competitive, some things that we've missed while he's been out.
You're playing Denver, and the last time you played him a little over a week ago, it's hard to really judge that game, being it was the third and 4 nights, it was in the altitude. You take away a couple of those excuses here tonight, what do you have to do to get a win against the defending champions?
Yeah, very interesting to watch the game again. You just saw our returns quarter by quarter diminish a little bit. We were okay in the first quarter, okay in the second quarter, and then diminishing returns. So I think overall, again, the perseverance, the ability to sustain runs against a quality team, and then we should be fresh enough tonight to push the pace against them and reward ourselves.
So you talked about a good first quarter in Denver, but first quarters have been a little bit of a struggle lately. What do you try and do to jump start things from the start here?
Yeah, I don't envision, Mikal going 0 for 7 at the start of the game again, so I think that will help our group. Overall, having that first group really play with and for each other. It shouldn't be a my turn, your turn kind of team, but our ability to play offensively should help us defensively with that first unit.
All right, Coach, good luck here against the Nuggets.
Thank you, Chris Carino.
That is Nets head coach Jacque Vaughn. We're getting set for the Nets and Nuggets. All the play-by-play coming up right here on The Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Happy holidays from Upper East Side Rehabilitation and Nursing Center, where the experience of true well-being is redefined. Upper East Side Rehabilitation and Nursing offers short-term, subacute, and long-term rehabilitation, along with 24-hour nursing services. Call 212-879-1600 today. That's 212-879-1600. When you care about somebody,
New York, Michelle Scalisi here at Security Dodge, Suffolk County's #1 volume Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer. Come get some. Santa has reindeer. Well, we have 2 different Ram leases for under $500 a month. Let's go. Lease a new 24 Ram 1500 Tradesman for $399 a month, or a new 24 Ram 1500 Bighorn for $499 a month. Come get some. Shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com during our Wrap Up the Year event and come get some.
Hi, it's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Give a holiday gift that's hard to wrap but easy to give. Give them steel. Visit your local steel dealer or go to steelusa.com/gift guide. Snowmakers are taking advantage of the coldest days of the week, just as they have for the past several weeks, taking care of those ski trails that are already open with snowmaking and grooming, and opening a few new trails along the way. Blue Mountain on 15 trails in the Poconos, Camelback and Shawnee both at least a half a dozen slopes, and they'll all have snow tubing this weekend. In New York, Gore Mountain, Whiteface, and Bel Air are all with loose and frozen granular and around 10 miles of skiing and riding with action for all ability levels. Mohawk, a half a dozen slopes in Connecticut, Butternut and Catamount on 10 trails, and Jiminy, 16 slopes day and night in the Berkshires. Stratton on 33 trails in Vermont, Killington 44 slopes, and Pico's Back 9 trails cover 4 miles.
Ski and ride like a beast at Vermont's biggest Icon Pass destination this winter. Killington Resort is home to the longest season in the East and the all-new K1 Lodge. Plan a visit today at Killington.com.
What's up, y'all? This is Dennis Smith Jr., and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Nets and Nuggets getting set to go here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Chris Carino and Tim Capstraw back with you. The Nuggets are 19-10 on the year. They're coming off a win in Toronto on Wednesday, 113-104. Fell behind early, but then took the lead midway through the first quarter and never trailed in that one, led by as much as 21 on the season. The Nuggets had a 3-game losing streak in early December, but since that time have won 5 of the last 6 games. They've won 3 straight games on the road to even up their road record right now at 8-8. Nikola Jokic had a triple-double the last time that he played the Nets. In fact, he's had 3 consecutive triple-doubles against the Nets. But the Nets did win one of those games out in Denver, so it's not like this Net team doesn't have a history of playing well against the Nuggets.
It was really interesting. The Nets had a great run of winning games in Denver and being competitive against this group. I think what's different about this championship Nugget team is that they started out the season without, Jamal Murray didn't play about 11 games. So he's such an important part to this group. He's, you tend to, not overlook him, but maybe underappreciate him because, he's an all-star guard, and he's an explosive scorer, and he really rounds out this team with Jokic. They play such a two-man game. Those two just passing it to Jokic and then deciding what you want to do after that. Do you want to hand up? Do you want to fake it? Do you want to go here or there? There's so many different options because it's not necessarily it's not a set play when you throw it to Jokic. The defense tells you what to do on offense, and they just read it, and they make beautiful basketball plays.
And Murray is a scoring point guard.
Yes.
He's not really a pure point guard because Jokic is kind of the point guard of this team.
Great call. He's the point center. Just got to get the ball up. Oftentimes, even Jokic will bring the ball up. But yes, he's the hub. He's the guy in the middle. He's the fulcrum of the offense. You give it to him at the top of the key area, maybe at the three-point line, or even at the foul line, and then you just start moving, cutting, and he will find you. And it's beautiful basketball.
Well, what's the attack? What's the attack against Nikola Jokic? How do you somehow try and limit his effect on the game?
Well, you've got to you do the best you can as far as pressuring the pass. When you know he's going to pass the ball, you've got to shadow the ball, mirror the ball, make sure it's a little bit difficult for him. So you got to use your quickness there. Defensively, you can't play up the line defensively. That means off your man. You got to be between your man and the basket a lot because they cut back door quite a bit. So you don't want to go too far up so guys can go behind you. You just want to have your arm in front when you're guarding that way. It's a subtle difference that makes a big difference against a team like this. And here's the other thing you got to do. You got to get the ball up the floor and you got to look to score. What you forget about the Denver Nuggets is they're an elite defensive team. They've become a very good defensive team. And when Jokic first came into the league, he was bad. He was bad. People were abusing him. He's not only become one of the elite offensive players, he's a solid defensive player that doesn't get enough credit because he was picked on early in his career, and it isn't that way anymore.
Well, the Nuggets fourth in the league in allowing just 110 points a game. They'll look to slow the pace down a little bit, and they've got good size everywhere. You talk about Gordon and Porter and Murray and Jokic, and they'll start Kentavious Caldwell-Pope tonight, who we didn't see in Denver last week. They're really long and big at every position.
They sure are. And some of these guys have really thrived. Like a player like Aaron Gordon is an excellent player with the Nuggets. I don't know that he would be so good if he had to create the plays by himself, but he's really good at cutting without the basketball and making plays at the basket. Yes, a lot. The post defense will be challenged tonight because there's a lot of size out there.
And they come in with that championship swagger as well that comes with having won it all, which they did last year. The Nets and the Nuggets getting set to go here in Brooklyn. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the starting lineups, the opening tip, and all the play-by-play right after this. You're listening to Brooklyn Nets Basketball on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Nets fans, when decided to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been servicing New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for over 25 years. They offer premium customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate travel experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call them at 212-206-6974.
At leading global insurance brokerage Hub International, we are here to help you protect what matters most. When you partner with us, you're at the center of a vast network of risk, insurance, employee benefits, retirement, and wealth management specialists that bring clarity to a changing world. What will tomorrow look like? It may not be what you expect, but with Hub, you have a partner who is committed to supporting and protecting you so that you're ready for whatever tomorrow may bring.
Brooklyn's most exciting winter destination is here. Introducing New York City's newest ice rink, Glide at Brooklyn Bridge Park. At Glide, visitors can skate underneath the historic Brooklyn Bridge while taking in iconic views of the Manhattan skyline. Glide is open every day, is located in Brooklyn Bridge Park, and is easily accessible by subway, bus, and ferry. For tickets and more information, visit us at glidebk.com.
This is Cam Johnson. It's time for Brooklyn Nets basketball.
Out of the right wing, Finney Smith gives it up. Cam Johnson driving along the baseline, leaves it off for Claxton, and a two-hand slam. Thomas out of the right wing now. One-on-one with Green. Low crossover to step back, 20-footer. It's good! 5 to shoot. Bridges has to back up behind the arc. 2 to shoot. Takes it left, kicks it in the corner. O'Neal just gets off for 3, and it's good! At the shot clock buzzer.
Barclays Bank is powering possible, proudly supporting Barclays Center and Brooklyn Nets basketball. And brought to you by Ticketmaster, Maimonides, and by Webull, official online brokerage partner of Barclays Center and the Brooklyn Nets.
Chris Carino and Tim Capstraw back with you here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. The arena is darkened. There is a spotlight of the Brooklyn B logo at midcourt. A dance team in a V around that Brooklyn Nets logo, a flying V, as they get set to introduce the starting lineup here in Brooklyn. It's brought to you by Downtown Brooklyn Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. For the Denver Nuggets, it'll be Jamal Murray, averaging 18.4 points per game, coming off a 20-point game in their win last night, or their last game, I should say, against Toronto. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. Jokic averaging 26.5 points, 12.4 rebounds, 9.3 assists per game. Jokic with a triple-double the last time these two teams met. A little over a week ago in Denver, Jokic had 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists. The Nuggets beat the Nets that night, 124 to 101. The Nets and the starters will be the same starting lineup of Dinwiddie, Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Nick Claxton. Mikal Bridges just 4 for 21 in that loss to the Knicks the other night. The Nets lost to the Knicks by a final score of 121 to 102. The Nets have lost 4 in a row. That was after they went 6-1 over a stretch of 7 games. Mikal Bridges in the last 4 games shooting 27%. 17 of 62. And you heard Jacques Vaughn tell us that he played through some, an illness out on the West Coast, but he certainly has looked a little worn down.
Yeah, he's looked a little worn down, and he's missed shots, and he's put, he's been, working hard on the defensive side of the floor, trying to be a complete player. What I want to see from the Nets in the early going, first of all, I want a good start. I want them to start well. I want to see some fluid ball movement and attacking, some driving kicks and extra passes. I've seen them score, but I've seen one guy make a play all the time. I think that's what we're missing from the Nets lineup, this starting lineup right now, is that guys are watching other guys play the game instead of everybody being involved from the get-go.
Yeah, and that tone set then later on when you stop making shots, you struggle to score.
You struggle to score, and there's something about when a lot of guys touch the ball on offense, how much the defense tends to improve. And I'm not saying it's a conscious thing or it's a somebody's looking to just dominate and playing selfishly. No, I'm just saying that when the Nets are playing their best basketball, it's that type where you're beating a guy, but you're just trying to beat a guy so another defender comes and you're knocking down dominoes, and then you're moving the basketball. Then the next guy moves it. That's when it's really fun, and that's what the Nets got to try to get back to.
Well, one thing has plagued them during this 4-game losing streak is they have allowed 120 or more in each one of those 4 games that they've lost. The Nets have allowed 120 or more 14 times this year. They're 1-13 when they allow 120 points or more.
Yeah, no, and less than that, they win all the games, right? I mean, that's a huge, a stat that's been creeping up, that's been an issue, is defending their transition defense has been really, really bad. Teams are running on them. They've got to be leery of Jokic on the baseball passes. He likes to do that, and guys leaking out. The floor balance hasn't been there. And that's, got to decide if, are you going in to rebound? If you are, go. And if you aren't, get the heck back. And don't let anybody get behind you. You are the free safeties. You are a safety there. You can't let a wide receiver get behind you when in transition defense.
What did UB Brown used to say? When it came to rebounding?
If you're not on the boards and you're not back, where the blank are you?
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're not rebounding, you're not sprinting back, you're in no man's land. You are doing nothing for your team. Here's the other thing. You know when the guy's getting ready to shoot. When he's on the raise in the shot is when you make your determination. Are you going to the boards or are you sprinting back? You don't stop and think about it because the guy's gone already. You're a little fired up there.
The coach came out. Mark Davis will toss it up in midcourt. Jokic wins the tip, and we're underway.
You don't want too much of that. You don't have the coaching. That's overrated for me.
Nuggets in the white going right to left. Mark Davis, Pat Frere, Dedrick Taylor, the officials here in Brooklyn. Pass deflected by Bridges. Ends up in Jokic's hands out of the right side. Draws a double. They swing it around left side to Porter. In front of the Nugget bench on the near sideline. 3 to shoot. Launches a 3 over Dinwiddie, and it's good. They'll say it's a long 2. His toe is on the line. It's 2-0 Nuggets.
A couple things there. They double-teamed Jokic right away, and boy, Porter's so tall he can shoot over anybody.
Dinwiddie front court, Nets in their alternate black uniforms going left to right. Cam Johnson on the far side, hands to Bridges. Comes around a high screen. Works around Jokic, right of the lane with a fadeaway. It's no good. Back tap by Claxton. Nets still with it. Cam Johnson on the wing. Drives left, across the lane. Kick it up top. Cam Thomas, he'll touch it. In the lane. Pull up from the dotted line, and it's good. And the game tied at 2.
Nice job. Offensive rebound. Gets a reset. And good pass by Johnson. And then Cam Thomas getting it done.
Nuggets into the front court. Jamal Murray hands to Jokic. High post. Looking to go inside to Gordon. He got held up by Dinwiddie, and a foul is called on Spencer. He just was like an offensive lineman holding the jersey of Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, see, Spencer Dinwiddie he's the last year he had Randall the last game. He had the Utah guy, the greatest American hero.
Larry Markkinen.
He had Markkinen. Sorry, I got to.
Jokic now up top now to Caldwell Pope. Drive and kick to Porter. Right wing 3 is good for Michael Porter Jr. and the Nuggets take a 5-2 lead.
And the point of the story is Dinwiddie's guarding much bigger players.
And now Cam Thomas into the front court. Gives right to Bridges in the corner to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie finds Claxton right of the circle. Hands back Bridges. Zigzags left across the lane. Kick it in the corner to Cam Johnson. Open 3 is good for Cam Johnson.
That's what you like to see. Getting to the paint. Get to the paint. Make the defense react and then find teammates.
They tied at 5. Jokic out of the right. Driving it right. On the block. Floater off glass. It won't go. Got his own miss and he put it in.
Boy, everybody just kind of outran the play, and Jokic with that great size and touch is putting it back.
7-5 Nuggets. 2 minutes gone. Cam Thomas feeds Claxton in the lane with a push shot that rimmed out, rebounded by Jokic. Jokic right to left, handling into the front court. Players going down.
What's going on out
Gordon
there?
was on the ground. Johnson went down over him. Gordon slow to get up, holding his rib cage. Jokic has it up top. Hands to Murray coming around the high screen. Back left around Jokic. Pulls up with a jumper, no good. Claxton a one-handed rebound, and he takes off running. Claxton in transition. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Throws it back down to Claxton, who lays it up and in, and it was an athletic play. He had to catch it with his back to the rim and turned and put it off the window in one motion.
You got to try to run Jokic, right? Try to beat him up the floor.
Jokic Claxton on the other end, powering Claxton underneath. Pass around to Porter, left wing. He'll shoot a 3, and it's good. And the Nuggets take a 10-7 lead.
And Michael Porter Jr. putting on a shooting exhibition to start this game.
He's 3 for 3, 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Now the Nets with it. Claxton high post, hands to Thomas, coming right. Squeezing past Jokic, goes under the rim, hits the side of the rim, rebounded by Denver. Caldwell Pope spinning into the front court. Johnson reaching, keeps it away, finds Porter on the wing. Scoops it at the rim to Gordon, who dunks it with 2 hands.
Got to get back, get organized. That was a semi-break there, and nobody paid attention to Aaron Gordon right underneath the basket.
12-7 Denver, 8:40 to go in the first. Mikal Bridges into the front court now for Brooklyn. Bridges working right, attacking, getting inside, had it stripped, and Caldwell Pope did a nice job to save him from going out of bounds. Now he's got it in transition. Down the lane, gives it off for Gordon, overshoots him, and it bounces out of bounds. And Denver turns it over.
See, Denver, even they're going to look to push the pace also. The opponents have found a weakness in the Nets' transition defense. They're going to look to push it, even though they're a slow-paced team.
Cam Johnson gives it up high for Claxton behind the arc on the left side. Claxton holds. Claxton looking around with 9 to shoot. Hands back to Cam Johnson. Johnson working right to the foul line. Bounce pass back door to Claxton. Bottled up. Turns left hook. Saddle the front of the rim. No good. Jokic takes the rebound. He handles into the front court. Cross court to Porter. Bounce in the corner to Caldwell Pope. Driving along the baseline. Pulls up from 10 feet. Missed it short. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton looking to break out. Dinwiddie scoops it ahead now to Bridges. Left side, Thomas. He'll shoot a 3. It's short, no good. Rebound on the run by Murray. 12-7 Denver. 7:40 to go in the first. The pass at Gordon under the rim. Open, and he lays it up and in, and Jock Long wants a timeout.
I don't know why guys can get behind people, right? You got to protect the basket first. Yes, you got to be aware of people at the three-point line. But again, you're a free safety. You can't let people get behind you. Too many easy baskets.
Timeout, 7:37 to play first quarter here in Brooklyn. Nuggets 14 and the Nets 7 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Sunday. You take a morning walk to pick up burgers and beers. You tidy the house for 10 fellow football fans. And your biggest chore? Loading the Bud Light into the fridge. It all pays off because nothing is as easy to enjoy as a Sunday full of football. And beer. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2023. Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Need a new roof? Choose Gunner Roofing with their price match guarantee. If you find a lower price, they'll match it. It's quick and simple. Find a lower price, let Gunner know. They verify to ensure comparable quality. They match the price so you pay the best price for the best service. Gunner Roofing, quality at the right price. Visit GunnerRoofing.com now.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber, calling all Baconator fans. But really, I'm calling everyone because this can't be missed. Don't think the Baconator could get any more iconic? Well, Wendy's just proved that wrong. For a limited time, try Wendy's new Pretzel Baconator. Yep, you heard that right. It's the classic you love, always with 6 strips of crispy applewood smoked bacon, and now with a new pretzel bun. When you need something supremely iconic, the Pretzel Baconator is there. Plus, it's literally the best thing you'll ever taste. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
At Mercedes-Benz of Morristown, you do have a choice. Our sales consultants deal with you from hello to delivery without the pressure of talking to multiple people just to get the car you've always wanted. And take advantage of unprecedented values during the Mercedes-Benz of Morristown's winter event going on now. There's never been a better time than now to visit Mercedes-Benz of Morristown during our winter event. Mercedes-Benz of Morristown, 34 Ridgedale Avenue, just off exit 36 on Route 287 in Morristown, New Jersey.
Hi, this is Mikael Bridges, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and a free Odyssey app.
7:37 to go, first quarter here in Brooklyn. Nuggets out to a 14-7 lead over the Nets, and it's Michael Porter Jr. with 8 points to lead the way for the defending champ.
Yeah, knocking down perimeter jump shots, but the Aaron Gordon baskets around the hoop in transition, I don't even know if they're a fast break. This guy's got to communicate better and make sure no easy opportunities. You can't afford to give easy baskets to this Nugget team. They're too good. Make them work.
Spencer Dinwiddie handles it to the front court for Brooklyn. Claxton sets a high screen. Dinwiddie goes right. Kick it to the corner. Bridges circles into the paint across the lane. Pass across. Stolen away by Gordon. And the Nets commit a foul as Gordon tried to break out up the right sideline.
Gordon's got such a good role with this team for years. I think the Orlando Magic were counting on him to be more of a playmaker and scorer. And he's a defender, rebounder, and just let the game come to him.
Nuggets into the front court of the White, going right to left. Caldwell Pope gives to Murray at the right elbow. Backing down Bridges, turns, spins, tough fade away, won't go, airballed it, Claxton with a rebound.
Great defense, Bridges.
Pass ahead to Bridges, front court, drives into a crowd, comes out left side, cross court pass, Cam Johnson. Pump fake, moves left, shoots a 3, in and out, no good. Weak side rebound to Caldwell Pope, Denver on the run. Up the right wing, Gordon, whips it across the Porter, bounce into the corner to Murray. Run off the line, drives instead, has a free rein to the rim and lays it up and in. And Denver with a 16-7 lead.
And again, that's an easy opportunity in like almost like transition defense.
Cam Johnson right in the lane. Finds Bridges left corner. Fires up a 3. It's too strong. Rebounded by Jamal Murray. Murray in transition to Jokic, a touch pass at the rim and a lob to Gordon, who finishes off the alley-oop.
I tell you what, this lineup isn't going to start that many more games. I can tell you that right now.
18-7, Denver, 6:20 to go in the first.
Jacques Vaughn's going to say he's seen enough.
11-0 Denver run here as Gordon tried to take the charge on Cam Johnson. He gets called for a foul. Foul on Denver. Nets will retain possession. Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton going to go to the bench. Finney Smith and Day'Ron Sharpe come into the game. What's the change you'll make to the starting
I'm getting
lineup?
Dorian Finney-Smith in the lineup somehow. In fact, with the size that they're going against in a game like tonight with Aaron Gordon and company, he would have been my power forward tonight. I'd probably have Cam Thomas come off the bench.
Bridges moves it left for Cam Johnson. Johnson hands to Sharpe, draws a defender over a second defender, Jokic, and Jokic commits the foul.
I don't think that Cam Thomas has to play necessarily that many less minutes in a game. I just don't need him starting a game right now. I need Dorian. I need his energy, and his intensity right now. And I need everybody else to understand how important it is to play defense.
Bridges back left, Cam Johnson run off the line, drives and kicks up top to Bridges. He'll move into the paint with a 14-footer, and it's good for Mikal Bridges.
I actually think guys are like Mikal Bridges is looking for guys. Cam Johnson, that was a good possession also, but they've got to be able to do it on this side of the floor.
Pass up top nearly stolen. Porter's got it now. Porter had it knocked out of his hands. Loose ball, scooped up on the far wing by Bridges. Jumps to save it to Sharpe. Right back to Bridges, who dunks it with two hands. Now they're trying to break out. Gordon gets it, goes over the shoulder, and his pass is intercepted by Cam Johnson. Cam left to right, into the front court. Johnson cuts left. Johnson turns the corner to the baseline. Kick it out to Dinwiddie. Moves it to Bridges, right side, in front of the net bench. Cuts left, across the lane. Shot deflected, grabbed by Sharpe, and Sharpe lays it in. 18-13 Denver, 5:12 to go in the first.
A little change of energy right now. Sharpe and Dorian Finney-Smith enter in.
Jokic turned the corner, driving it on Sharpe. Gets to the rim, laid it up, and it spins around and it goes in. Nikola Jokic with a bucket.
You can't speed him up. Right? He actually slowed down to finish that shot, and Sharpe went by him.
Now Bridges handles into the front court for Brooklyn. Gives left for Cam Johnson. Johnson coming right, hands to Bridges, out of the right. Drives it, inside, cut off by Gordon. Still with the dribble, circling all the way around. Out to Dinwiddie, right corner, contested three. Is good! From right front of the net bench. 20-16 Denver, 4.5 to go in the first.
I like the way Mikal Bridges is getting to the paint. He's starting to create things because he's driving and kicking.
Murray, pocket pass, Jokic going to the rim. Leaner in traffic is good for Nikola Jokic. He's got 6. Nets trying to answer. Finney-Smith looking to push the pace ahead to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie out to Sharpe. Sharpe holds. Out of the right wing, hands back to Finney-Smith. Straight on, he'll shoot a 3, and it's good for Dorian Finney-Smith as the game picks up. 22-19 Denver, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
See if the Nets can dig in, get a stop right here. They got more size on the floor.
Porter coming left on a high screen, lost the handle, but a foul is called here against the Nets. They'll get it on Bridges.
See, shorter stints right now. They got some more subs coming on the floor for Jacques Vaughn.
You know, the beginning of this game, it was like two fighters kind of dancing around the ring, just kind of feeling each other out, and now starting to throw a lot of punches.
Well, it was, but the Nuggets were, controlling it. They're up like 14-7, even though it was sluggish and nothing was going on. You get Dorian Finney-Smith in there.
Now Dennis Smith Jr. checks into the game.
Yeah,
Reggie Jackson handling the point for Denver. Smith Jr. guarding Reggie Jackson. He comes left down the lane, flips it up with the right hand, no good. Tipped in by Nikola Jokic. Now Dennis Smith Jr. taking off, trying to push the pace into the front court. Back it out for Day'Ron Sharpe. O'Neal is checked in as well with Finney-Smith and Cam Thomas. They break up a handoff. Smith gets it back, straight on. Smith with 10 to shoot. Jackson all over him. Smith coming right. Smith runs it, and Reggie Jackson is knocked to the ground, and a foul is called on Jackson. That'll put Dennis Smith Jr. at the line.
Excellent job. Got the drive, got the angle, got the shoulder by Reggie Jackson. He couldn't recover, and he knew enough to get his body into him before he went up to shoot. Gets the free throws.
Dennis Smith Jr. is going to go to the line. He missed the last 7 games, and he's missed 13 of the last 15 games. It was called a back spring. Free throw by Dennis Smith Jr. is good.
You talked to Jacques Vaughn before the game, or at least I heard you talking to him, and it was like, this group has to understand they have to play so hard to be able to compete with the better teams in this league. And if they're not going to do that, they're not talented enough not to.
The free throw is good. Well, that was Jacques' message from training camp, right?
Yeah, but I don't know
Relentless.
where that...
Pay attention to details. You got to be the harder working team. They're not good enough to just outclass people.
Yeah, they're kind of...
They've just... I think that's come with some fatigue as the ball's knocked away and some injuries as well. Nets go up with a steal. Royce O'Neal now into the front court. O'Neal will back it out to Dorian Finney-Smith. Up top, Cam Thomas coming left. Down the lane, runs it to Watson with a floater. It's no good. Tipped by Sharp, won't go. Sharp's got it again. He peels out with a dribble. Finds Smith. Cross-court, Finney-Smith. Coming left. Down the lane. Back door to Sharp. Knocked away from behind. Ball still loose to the far corner and picked up by Watson. Bounce pass ahead. Brown running. Brown down the lane. Had it stripped by O'Neal. Goes out of bounds and remains Denver ball.
A lot of activity going on. A lot of potential fouls not called. I like the way the officials are letting them play.
But these teams went to their benches and the pace has picked up considerably. And we'll get a timeout. With 2:47 to go in the first quarter, Denver 24, Nets 21 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Hey, Nets fans, get in on the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Download the app now for your chance to score on every play from the opening tip-off until the final basket. And with quick bets, you don't even have to wait the whole game to get a W. All in an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the Brooklyn Nets. 21 plus and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
No one works harder to improve the health of Brooklyn than Maimonides Health.
It's my go-to.
With 3 hospitals, 90 convenient locations, and over 1,800 doctors, Maimonides is more than a medical center.
It's my confidence.
Whether you have an everyday health need or seek expertise from a specialist at our Centers of Excellence, Maimonides will always provide the best possible care for the people of Brooklyn.
My home.
My choice.
Maimonides.
Dash into JCPenney for last-minute holiday savings. Finish your list with a little extra sparkle. Jewelry is up to 70% off after coupon. Looking for something cozy? Candles, velvet plush throws, and more start at only $7.99. Score thousands of doorbusters on popular brands like Adidas, Champion, Disney, and Carter's. Enjoy fast and free same-day pickup until 3 p.m. Christmas Eve. Ready in less than 2 hours. JCPenney. Make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles through 12/24. Exclusions apply. Doorbusters excluded from coupons. See store or jcp.com for details.
What's up? This is Dorian Finney-Smith, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Brooklyn Nets app.
2:47 to go, first quarter. Denver a 24-21 lead over the Nets.
Well, you said it before the break, before we went to the break, to the commercial that time. The Nets have gone to their bench and they've just gotten a whole lot of life, some energy, and some pace going. That's what this game has to be. It's got to go up and down for the Nets. A guy like Day'Ron Sharpe and Nick Claxton got to try to outrun Jokic, try to get a few easy ones that way. It's hard to neutralize him in a half-court game.
Jokic handling up top, played by Sharpe. Jokic coming left. Jokic spins back right hook, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Day'Ron Sharpe. Ahead now to Smith, racing into the front court. Smith out of the right side, cuts left on a high screen, works left into the paint, cut off, backs it out. Ball deflected, rolls into the backcourt. Julian Strawther got a hand on it. Now a pass knocked away by Jokic. Tried to put it off the leg of Sharpe. Saved by Finney-Smith. Nets still with it. 4 to shoot. Pass inside. Intercepted at the foul line by Jokic. Now he's mishandling it. Gets it ahead now to Watson. Front court Jokic coming right. Tied up by Sharpe, but a foul is called against Day'Ron Sharpe.
The previous game out in Denver, the Nets were uncharacteristically really sloppy with their passing of the basketball. We talked about the Nets being sloppy. The other flip side of that is the Nuggets are really good in the passing lane. They have great anticipation. So the Nets have had success getting the ball to the paint with the dribble. Mikal Bridges was able to get there a number of times tonight. If they're out in the passing lanes, you can attack them easier off the dribble.
DeAndre Jordan checks in the game. Reggie Jackson down the lane, floats it off the window, and he scores. Reggie Jackson with a bucket gives the Nuggets a 26-21 lead. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, having a terrific season. A great pickup for the Nuggets.
Cam Thomas out of the right wing to Dennis Smith Jr. Hands to O'Neal, who'll shoot a three, and it's good for Royce O'Neal.
The thing about Dennis Smith Jr., he knows who he is. He knows his job. He pushes the pace, plays D, and sets up teammates.
Reggie Jackson drive and kick over to Braun. Left wing three. No good. Rebounded by Claxton. Christian Brown, I should say. Always want to say Braun.
Yeah.
Up top, Cam Thomas coming right. Cam, right of the circle, backs it out now to Dennis Smith Jr. Moves it left, Finney Smith. He'll shoot a three. It's good! So the combination of Royce O'Neal and Dorian Finney-Smith, 3D guys coming in. There's the threes going down.
And the D. They're both playing much better defense right now.
Up top now, it's Reggie Jackson coming right. Moves it left for Brown. Christian Brown with a twisting runner. Left of the lane. It won't fall. Rebound deflected ahead. Dorian Finney-Smith's got it. Stowe hands it back to Dennis Smith Jr. Hooks it back to Finney-Smith. Left side three. No good. Too strong. Back tap by O'Neal. That's still with it. Cam Thomas handle it. Thomas against Strother. Coming right to the baseline. Thomas under the basket. Kick out O'Neal. He'll drive left. Inside. Double clutch. Runner won't go, but a foul is called against the Nuggets. That'll put Royce O'Neal at the free throw line.
Nets are passing the ball. They're moving the ball. It's going from side to side. It's going into the paint, out, around, and back again. That's how you can have success.
Nets a chance to, they have taken the lead here. Now the free throw is in and out, no good. Nets lead 27-26 with 37.5 seconds to go in the first quarter after trailing by as much as 11 here in the first. O'Neal eyes his second. It's on the way. It is good. 28-26. Nets, 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. Spin move. Jackson to the front court. Foul line. Runner good for Reggie Jackson.
Tough shot. I mean, Nets were pressuring it. They had him off balance. Good as you can do.
Game tied at 28. Cam Thomas coming to the near side. Hands to Royce O'Neal. 6-second difference. Shot to game clock. Dennis Smith Jr. out of the left wing. Played by Brown. Sizing him up. Pulls up from three. Missed it long. Rebounded by Strother. Julian Strother, the rookie out of Gonzaga, out of the front court. Cut off the head of the key. Gives off on the left side. Jackson fires up a three in the final seconds. It is no good. Hit the rim a couple of times and fell out. But the Nets come back from 11 down to tie it up at the end of one.
In the bench, right? 14-4 advantage. Jacques Vaughn went to his bench, and they responded with not only offense, but defense as well.
Bam! Went to kick it up a little notch.
Nice.
Game tied at 28. Back after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Free internet. Yes, that's right. Free internet from Maxip Telecom, proud partner of the Brooklyn Nets. If you or anyone in your family receives any government benefits such as Medicaid, WIC, or SNAP, and or your annual income for a family of four is less than $60,000, see how you qualify for the government's Affordable Connectivity Program and get free internet and a 4G Android tablet for a one-time copay of just $20. Call now, 888-348-2843. Get free internet now from Maxip Telecom. That's 888-348-2843.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
'Twas a hectic holiday night, and the season's hottest toy was nowhere in sight. I was dashing downtown in my Nissan Rogue when a delivery truck turned my night around. With no time to lose, I drove straight into the frosty night. But this isn't a classic holiday tale. It's a Nissan sales event ad. A little snow is no match for my intelligent all-wheel drive.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
When I got my hands on the last toy, my smile was bright. Better hurry. You don't want to miss this holiday delight.
Shop your local Nissan store or nissanusa.com today. Intelligent all-wheel drive is an available feature. Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. For well-qualified buyers, 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on new 2023 Rogue trim and dealer stock. Example, 60 months financing at $17.48 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 1/2/24.
Hi, this is Jacques Vaughn, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Brooklyn Nets app.
Shift in All-Star gear and get Brooklyn's team to Indiana for the 2024 NBA All-Star. Visit BrooklynNets.com/All-Star to vote now. Support the squad and ride with your Brooklyn Nets today. Nets have it to start the second. Royce O'Neal straight on three, but he went up and down. He traveled. Got a pump fake.
He's got a great shot fake, but his feet came off the ground that time.
Which is not allowed.
No, it's not both of them. You can have one.
So now the Nuggets in the white going right to left. DeAndre Jordan handles up top for Reggie Jackson. Lets it fly from three. Missed it long. Bounced high in the air. And it's taken over the shoulder by Nick Claxton.
He's busting it up the floor more often right now. I kind of like it.
Hands it off in the front court. Smith. Curling down the lane, left-hand scoop. Oh, he dropped it off for Claxton, and a two-hand slam.
And Dennis Smith smiling after that. He liked that one because he dropped it off kind of behind his head. What a big-time play.
DeAndre Jordan came flying over, and he was able to dump it off to avoid the shot block and got the pass to Claxton. Now Strother coming on a high screen. To the elbow, had it stripped, stolen away by Dennis Smith Jr. Ahead now to O'Neal, into the front court, kick it to the corner. Finney Smith, ball fake, shoots a three. It's good! And boy, you see the Dennis Smith Jr. effect already.
The Dennis the Menace is back already. He's getting it done.
33-28 Brooklyn. Minute gone here in the second. Jackson cuts left. In the lane with a leaner. Blocked out of bounds by Nick Claxton.
What a difference in energy, right? What a difference in the energy in the building and on the floor right now since they went to the bench midway through the first quarter.
Inbounding will be Reggie Jackson along the baseline. Gets it in the corner to Strother. Gets rid of it, gets it back. Strother left the lane with a leaner, no good. Got his own miss and backs it out to Brown. Now Denver resets. Jordan up top. Hands to Jackson, coming around the screen. Top of the key, picked up his dribble, bounced down low to DeAndre Jordan. Hand to the corner to Strother, falling left, a long fadeaway, no good, rebounded by O'Neal.
Good job by Cam Thomas challenging that shot. Everybody's working hard right now.
Dennis Smith Jr. up top, out of the right to Royce O'Neal. Coming left, on a high screen, working in the paint, squeezing his way inside, and he got knocked to the ground and fouled. And Royce O'Neal will shoot free throws.
A little hesitation in the paint, then he kind of was stumbling but created contact. Royce O'Neal doesn't get to the line offense. Again, the lane is open.
This will be his third and fourth attempts. He came into this game with just 12 attempts this season. Free throw on the way is good for Royce O'Neal.
Some energized guys out there right now. We tell you the Nets haven't looked this juiced up and flying around in a while.
Royce O'Neal, who started his college career at University of Denver. Free throw is good. And then transferred over to Baylor, which is closer to home.
Well, and to step up. I mean, that's a heck of a jump.
35-28, Brooklyn, 10-14 to go in the second. That's in a zone here, Capper?
Yep.
Reggie Jackson to the foul line. Picked up the dribble, cross court to the right. Watson will shoot a three. It's good for Peyton Watson. 35-31 Brooklyn. Just over 2 minutes gone in the second. Smith whips it cross corner to Finney Smith. Run off the line, drives and kicks to Smith. In the corner to O'Neal. O'Neal in front of the net bench. Played tightly by Reggie Jackson. At the back it up top, Dennis Smith Jr. Squeezing left, going for the slam. Had it knocked loose, but was still able to get the layup to go. He was going to jackhammer it. Peyton Watson got a hand on it, but the follow-through went in.
How strong is he? What? I can't believe he went for that dunk.
Now Reggie Jackson steps left around the screen, shoots a three. It's in and out, no good. Claxton with a rebound.
Passionate contest that time by Finney Smith.
It's a 6-point lead. 9:18 to go in the second. O'Neal coming left. O'Neal down the lane, kick it over to the right to Finney Smith. He'll circle down the lane, back door to Claxton, a little low, has to gather, peel back to the wing. Claxton fakes a handoff, goes driving, spinning, floats one off glass, rolled off, no good. Finney Smith had it and lost it. Jackson had it and lost it, but now he runs it down, and Denver controls. Right to left they go, into the front court. Reggie Jackson with a burst, left of the lane, cut off. Awkward floater is no good, and there to grab it and put it in is DeAndre Jordan, the former Net.
That might have been a pass right there. Reggie Jackson just knowing he was in the vicinity, he could throw it up. Nets are making quicker decisions on offense. They're not holding the ball.
Cam Thomas bulldozing in the lane with a leaner straight on. He banked it in from the middle of the paint. Cam Thomas and his second made field goal. 39-33 Brooklyn, 8:27 to go here in the second. Reggie Jackson crossover, driving it right. Floater in the air is good. A high arcer over the shot blocking Claxton.
And he has really found a home in Denver. He's had a funny career, but he is playing really well.
Cam Thomas left of the lane, veers back right, foul line pull up. Shot is good for Cam Thomas. And a timeout called by Mike Malone. With 8:07 to play here in the second quarter, Nets 41, Denver 35 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
You've heard your friends talking about the stock market lately. Enter the market confidently with Webull, the trading app that provides new investors with educational content and learning tools right at your fingertips. Invest on your own terms with powerful resources to make informed decisions on an intuitive platform that makes it seamless. Join millions of users today, learning, sharing, and investing with the Webull app. Consider your investment risks carefully. Webull Financial, LLC.
Nets fans, when decided to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been servicing New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for over 25 years. They offer premium customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate travel experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call them at 212-206-6974.
Hey, Nets fans. Brooklyn, this season's updated COVID-19 shots are available. Have you scheduled yours? They're designed to help defend against recent variants. And winning seasons start with building your defense. Don't miss your shot. Learn more and find a vaccine option at ScheduleCovidVax.com. That's ScheduleCovidVax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech. Brooklyn, how you feeling? Don't get benched by illness or injury. Book at-home urgent care at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand is in-network with major insurance plans, bringing you the same high-quality medical care as a walk-in clinic at about the same cost. When your home team needs an assist, book an on-demand house call at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand. Urgent care reinvented. This message is sponsored by Ambulance by DocGo, the official ambulance service of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Liberty, and Barclays Center.
What's up? It's Royce O'Neal, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan 101.9 FM and the free Odyssey app.
Celebrate the season of giving with your Brooklyn Nets. Bring family and friends to Barclays Center tomorrow night, 7:30 game as the Nets take on the Detroit Pistons. Lock in your tickets at BrooklynNets.com or Ticketmaster today. 8:07 to go in the second quarter here in Brooklyn. Nets, who fell behind by 11 early, have a 41-35 lead over the Nuggets.
And just playing with really good electricity in the last 10 minutes or so since they went to the bench midway through that first quarter. The decision-making, the effort, the decision-making on offense is within, they say 0.5. That's sort of Popovich. Been quick decisions, and they've been good decisions, and they've been energized on the defensive side.
Jokic back in, over-the-shoulder pass to a cutting Watson. Turns, leaner in the lane is good. The assist to Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, that's the problem. He can beat this so many different ways, especially in passing is probably his number one area.
Nets with it in the black going left to right. Thomas feeds sharp at the rim and a two-hand slam. Good pass by Cam Thomas. And Day'Ron Sharpe with a finish. 43-37 Brooklyn. 7:35 to go, second quarter. Brown, Murray, Jokic, Watson, and Porter for Denver. Jokic top of the key. Switch across court to the right. Watson a high arcing three. No good long. Brown to rebound. There's a foul. It's going to go against Christian Brown. So Denver turns it over. The Nets with Dinwiddie, Thomas, Sharpe, Finney Smith, and O'Neal. Mike Malone going to get Michael Porter Jr. back into the game. Mike Malone in his 9th season. Won a championship last year. The son of the late Brendan Malone, an all-time assistant in the NBA. And Mike Malone, a local guy.
Yep.
Seton Hall Prep.
Yep. Dad was a head coach, too, I think, for a while with the Raptors. Brendan Malone.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Gives it out top for Sharp. Hands back for Cam Thomas. Coming left. Cut off by Jokic. Pulls up from the wing. Missed the shot. Back tap. Taken to the run by Murray. Nuggets a 3-on-1. Ends up in Porter's hands. Goes around Dinwiddie and lays it up and in.
See if this group out here can play well. Keep playing well.
Dinwiddie up top. Run a high screen. Coming right. Dinwiddie stops. Right of the circle. Hands to Sharp. Back it out. Finney-Smith. Run off the line. Drives instead. Around Jokic. A flip with the left hand. Won't go. Rebound loose. Rolls into the backcourt. Dinwiddie has it roll right to him. Moves it to the front court now with 10 to shoot. Gives left. Cam Thomas cuts right in the lane, but he traveled.
So excited when he saw the ball coming his way. He saw an open gap.
He's going to come out of the game. Bridges will come back in. You heard Jacques Vaughn tell us in the pregame show that he'll try and go a little quicker with his substitution.
He has. And Bridges been out a long time right now.
Cam Johnson getting set to check back in at the next whistle. Caldwell Pope out top for Denver. Gives to Murray. Murray moving right. Murray to the baseline. Murray with a tough fadeaway is good. Rolled around and went in for Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he is a terrific shooter, and that was a great touch he had on the ball right there.
That's with it. Bridges working left of the lane. Bridges under the basket. Kick it out of the wing to Dinwiddie. Up top, O'Neal. Ball fake. Moves right. Shoots a three. It's in and out. No good. Rebounded by Porter.
Good possession, though. Ball was moving.
Porter front court for Denver. Cuts left. Cut off by Sharp. Back it out to Jokic. Jokic holds. Top of the arc. Sideways to the basket. Comes left with a dribble. Picked up by Finney-Smith. Moves to a cutting Murray who lays it up and in.
You'd cut all the time, wouldn't you, if you knew that guy like Jokic would find you. That's just a great read. That's why you got to be so alert off the ball when you're playing defense against the Nuggets.
Game tied at 43. Dinwiddie feeds inside. Sharp at the basket. Lays it up. Good, and he got fouled by Caldwell Pope.
Great gather of the pass. Brought it down. Got great balance and then elevated up.
Cam Johnson coming back into the game, replacing Royce O'Neal.
Great minutes by Royce O'Neal. Great energy he provided. Again, him and Dorian Finney-Smith really getting it done.
5:37 to go, second quarter. Nets regain the lead. Day'Ron Sharp looking to complete a three-point play.
Let's see if the Nets can play against most of the start. There's like the starting five now of the Nuggets. Let's see if this group can compete against these guys.
Free throw is good.
Which is where they had issues.
Yeah, it's Bridges, Dinwiddie, Johnson, Finney-Smith, and Day'Ron Sharp. Murray gives it up top for Jokic. Backdoor to cutting Murray. Bridges all over him. Missed the layup. Rebound deflected ahead to Sharp. Bridges now has it. Middle of the pack, into the front court. Driving left, down the lane. Reverse layup is good for Mikal Bridges.
Great sequence. Defensively gets the stop and then pushes the pace all the way.
48-43, Brooklyn. 5:10 to go in the second.
Dinwiddie matched with Aaron Gordon again. That's a physical mismatch.
Murray out of the right now. Murray veers back left, top of the key. Spins, Finney-Smith staying with him. Gives it to Jokic, high post. Out of the right wing now to Porter. Pump fake, step slap, shoots a three. It's an air ball. Just grazed the rim. Saved by Sharp. Nets control. Dinwiddie, long pass. Johnson at the rim. Jokic gets back. Johnson kicks it to the corner to Bridges. He stumbles and falls. Pokes it over to Johnson. He's trapped. Sharp. Well, we get a timeout called by Jacques Vaughn.
Yeah, he didn't like the way things were going that time, and he wanted to regroup.
Stop my flow.
Yeah, you were.
4:44 to go in the second. That's a 48-43 lead over Denver. And we'll take a timeout after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Ho, ho, ho. Why are you here, Santa? Shouldn't you be at the North Pole?
Sarah, I've got bad news. Your Christmas tree is looking a little shabby.
Getting rid of Christmas trees is hard to do.
When you call 1-800-GOT-JUNK to get rid of all your other old junk, Brian Scudamore is going to haul off your old Christmas tree for free.
All I have to do is point?
All you have to do is point.
Christmas trees disappear for free
when you have other junk hauled away.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com. Ho, ho, ho.
The road to Las Vegas is underway, and Key Food has all of your tailgating needs. Whether you're grilling up hot dogs and hamburgers, or looking for popcorn, pretzels, or peanuts to snack on during the game, stop by your favorite store in the Key Food family of supermarkets to pick up everything you need. Key Food is a proud sponsor of WFAN's Road to Las Vegas. Visit Key Food and their family of supermarkets today.
Are you the type of person who always expects a little more out of life? Then it might be time for the 2024 Kia Telluride X Pro. With its gloss black grille and amber headlights, this SUV is stylish enough to stand out in any setting. With its high-end tech and surround view monitor, it's equipped to make your life easier in all different ways. With seating for 7 people and second-row captain's chairs, it's comfortable enough to have you always dreaming of your next excursion. And with its impressive ground clearance, upgraded traction control system, and all-terrain tires, it's rugged and capable enough that the trip doesn't have to end when the pavement does. With all of these premium features and more, there's no doubt the Telluride X Pro can take you beyond your expectations. And beyond that, the 2024 Kia Telluride X Pro. Welcome to a new elevation. To learn more, visit kia.com/Telluride today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Hi, this is Cam Thomas, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets Basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
4:44 to go in the second quarter. The Nets a 48-43 lead over the Nuggets. Chris Carino and Tim Capstraw with you here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Nets with Bridges, Dinwiddie, Cam Johnson, Finney Smith, and Day'Ron Sharpe. Nuggets have their starters on the floor: Murray, Porter, Gordon, Jokic, and Caldwell Pope.
Well, since the first few minutes of the game, the Nets are playing like they did in the beginning of the season. It's been energized. The ball's been popping, trying to play fast. Extra passes being made.
Cam Johnson now scoops it out left for Bridges. Cuts right. Bridges in the lane with a floater. Deflected loose. Sharpe saved it. Back out to Dinwiddie. One to shoot's got a launch from midcourt. Hit the front of the rim. No good. Porter the rebound. Ahead to a running Jokic. Into the front court. Jokic out of the right wing. Jokic hands back to Murray. Bounce pass across to Porter. In the corner to Caldwell Pope finds Jokic. Foul line pull up. Good for Nikola Jokic.
He just flashed to an open area, and he's got such... Well, that one didn't hit the rim. He swished it, but what a good touch he had.
10 points for Jokic. 3-point net lead. Approaching 4 minutes to go in the second. Dinwiddie feeds Sharpe. Pushed in the back by Jokic, and a foul on Nikola Jokic.
Good dive to the paint. Good feed by Dinwiddie.
Second foul on Jokic. How about Jokic in the winner's circle at Yonkers last night?
How about that? That sounds like a place you would have been to a few times.
Oh, many times as a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. Yonkers Raceway used to have that majestic grandstand, though.
Yeah,
that you could see right from the
you could see it
Deegan,
from the road. Yeah, I've seen it a lot.
Avenue there.
Yeah.
Sharpe's free throw is good. I just remember my father, the cigar smoke from my father on a Friday night.
Beautiful memory, right?
I'd be like 10. You tell the guy you're 12 so I can get in.
Tell him you're 12 and
yeah. I won a $3 exact on the 2-3.
It's unbelievable.
Sharpe's free throw in and out, no good. Loose, scooped up by Jokic. Pass ahead now to Gordon, into the front court. Gordon cuts right, kick it in the right corner to Porter. Circles left, bumps, foul line, fadeaway. Good for Michael Porter Jr.
He's been really impressive. Shooting jumpers that time, getting into the paint and elevating over. Again, 6'10".
Royce O'Neal gives to Bridges, circling left, cut off. Bridges, left of the lane, turns, fadeaway. Good for Mikal Bridges. He's got 8 on 4 of 8 shooting.
That's a good sign for him. And again, that fadeaway going left with the high extension.
Now the Nuggets with it, and the white going right to left. Caldwell Pope finds Jokic, top of the key. Pull-up jumper, good. Jokic with 12.
They run an old-school fundamental flex offense. I used to run that. Didn't look the same. Didn't look quite like that. Didn't have Nikola on my team.
Up top, Cam Johnson, a 3. It's good for Cam Johnson. His second 3. Nets up by 5. Under 3 minutes to go before halftime. Front court now, Jamal Murray. Gives out top for Caldwell Pope. Straddles the arc. Played tightly by Dinwiddie. Moves it right for Jokic. Back to Caldwell Pope on the left. Now back to Jokic. Try to turn the corner on Day'Ron Sharpe, but a foul is called on Sharpe. But Jokic's passion is
horses.
Horse race.
Remember, he was bummed out about the parade last year because he couldn't get home to see his horses.
I mean, when you're in the New York area, if you're heading up to Yonkers to see the trotters,
he
probably had a friend or somebody in the bear, maybe a horse. Or something,
I had a feeling that he might have
up in the winter surf. He's got it on the right wing. Going to go left down the lane, left-hand scoop, no good. Rebound taken by Claxton. It couldn't be a jockey. We know that. Claxton hands to Johnson, left of the lane, and a little floater is good for Cam Johnson. He comes into the game. He's got 8 points.
It was created, though, by Claxton. It was a grab and go that time. He got the rebound and just took off. He's really good at that.
Jokic feeds a cutting Gordon. He's surrounded. Backs it out with a bounce pass to Murray. 10 to shoot for the Nuggets. 2:10 to go in the second. Nets a 7-point lead. Murray works left. In the lane. Back door to Gordon and a two-hand slam.
Cam Johnson's got to fall down, try to stall a charge there when you know that it's going to end up being a dunk. Try to get the charge. Nets don't get enough charges.
56-51 Brooklyn. Minute 50 to go in the second. Bridges up top. Comes right. Behind the back dribble. Mishandles it. Still has it now. Left of the circle. Backs it out to Royce O'Neal, who's back in. 8 to shoot. Give and go. O'Neal Turkin right down the lane. Bumping with Jokic and gets the layup to fall.
Royce O'Neal saying, I'm not just a three-point shooter. I'm going to go at the basket tonight.
He's got 8 points. 58-51 Brooklyn. Minute 27 to go in the second. Murray. Right of the circle. Backs up behind the arc. Gives to Jokic, top of the key. Dinwiddie leaning on him. Goes spinning into 3 players. Leaner, no good, but a foul is called. It's on Dinwiddie.
Nets not in the drop defense that time. Claxton switches out. So Dinwiddie ends up on Jokic, and not easy.
So, Cabber, the skills of Jokic.
Yeah. What do you got?
I'm in the area where the team comes in with the bus today.
Yeah.
Jokic free throw on the way, and Jokic in his suit is coming through the metal detector.
Yeah.
And you know how you have to give up your phone usually to go through the metal detector? Well, Jokic figures out a way around this. He reaches behind his back. He tosses the phone up as the free throw is good, up over his head, over the metal detector, comes through the metal detector, and catches it on the other side.
Man, the experts.
His skills are not just limited to the basketball. That dexterity goes to everything.
Did you do play-by-play during?
Yeah, well, I just did. Here's Bridges, right wing 3, no good off the back of the rim, rebounded by Porter.
Well, that was a review. I just want to know what was happening on the spot.
Yeah,
they're very cool. That's pretty good.
Here's Gordon, works right, squeezing his way in traffic. A leaner is good off the window, and a foul is called to put Aaron Gordon at the line as he flexes to his bench after that play, and he used that muscle to get it up and in, drew the contact.
Spencer Dinwiddie going to sit down with 3 fouls right now. Again, he's had to match up with Aaron Gordon. He's been on Jokic. He ends up in these height disadvantage and weight disadvantage things, and they go right at him. See if Dennis Smith can energize the Nets again. He was part of that surge.
Gordon at the line, a 58% free throw shooter. Something to keep in mind. Free throw is good. Whammy gives a little wave.
He's ticked off.
Yeah, he thought he had the numbers.
He had
Analytically, that should have worked.
Yeah.
58-56 Brooklyn. 46 seconds to go in the first half. Dennis Smith Jr. back in the game. Gives to Johnson, top of the key. Cam moves it right. Bridges. He's open. Right wing 3 is no good. Too strong. Claxton with a rebound. A foul against Denver.
Claxton saying, what do you do?
Yeah, he didn't want the foul called there. He wanted to get a putback.
He had a putback ready to go.
Now Claxton's going to have to earn him at the line. He's a 64% free throw shooter this year.
That's not bad.
Up from
keeps going
54% in his career coming into this season. Free throw on the way is good for Nick Claxton. Nets have trailed by as much as 11, have led by as much as 7. We have had 5 ties and 1 lead change.
Entertaining first half after the first few minutes.
Claxton's second is good. He makes a pair.
No, 2 for 1. That's got to be Leary right now of Murray getting the ball up the floor. Looking to make a play quick.
O'Neal pressures him a little bit. Murray gets it to the front court, trying to speed him up. Murray's got a top of the arc coming left. Claxton switched on him. Back it out, Jokic. Quick pass inside. Anticipated and stolen away by Johnson, but a foul was called on Dennis Smith Jr.
He was battling the interior on Aaron Gordon and then kind of shoved him out of the way. He has no problem.
But the foul called on Smith, and that'll put Gordon at the line. He's trying to explain to Dedrick Taylor that Gordon was the one who grabbed his arm, and he was just shoving him away to try and get his arm free.
Probably locked him. I didn't see it again, but he probably locked the arm. The big guys understand how to do that. Locked the arm of him, and he did. We did see a replay.
Gordon's free throw is good.
And Dennis Smith couldn't get out of it. He was just... You're a big guy like Aaron Gordon, though. You know those tricks.
Got that wrestling vibe. I remember Aaron Gordon missed the start of his rookie season because he was wrestling with his brother. And I think he broke a finger or something. He's got the dreads held up by the headband. He's got the muscles. He looks like he could be in the WWE. Free throw is good. 28.6 seconds to go. 60-58 Brooklyn. Dennis Smith Jr. brings it to the front court for the Nets with Bridges, Thomas, Johnson, and O'Neal. 5-second difference, shot to game clock. Dennis Smith Jr. with gold sneakers like Michael Johnson goes inside of Bridges. Turns, backs it out. Smith, he's open. He'll shoot a 3. Off to the right. O'Neal tips it to the corner. Bridges has it. Shot clock is off. Cross court, Cam Johnson with 4 to go. Shoots a 3. In and out, no good. Ball grab by Murray. 3/4 court underhand heave is no good. And we have come to the half here in Brooklyn with the Nets up by 2.
Well, and maybe they learned something in that first half about the energy you need to really have success. Maybe the bench players, Dennis Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal coming onto the floor, taught the Nets a lesson about how they have to play, energized on defense, relentless, and then unselfish and quick decisions on offense.
It is halftime. Coming up, we're going to talk with someone from the Mission of No Cure, No Rest. That's No Cure, No Rest, Inc., an HIV/AIDS awareness group. We'll talk to them as part of our spotlight on the nonprofit of the game. At halftime, Nets a 60-58 lead over the Nuggets. And we're back after this on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Hydrate with Brooklyn Nets Sports Water. Nets fans can show their team pride with Nets Sports Water, a high-quality, superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Whether it's quenching your thirst after a big game or taking a sip while you're on the go, let Nets Sports Water be your go-to for hydration. Now available in our sustainable, eco-friendly aluminum bottle. Refill and wreck the Nets as you help contribute to a more sustainable future. Find Nets Sports Water at Barclays Center or shop online at GoWaterCo.com.
Dash into JCPenney for last-minute holiday savings. Finish your list with a little extra sparkle. Jewelry is up to 70% off after coupon. Looking for something cozy? Candles, velvet plush throws, and more start at only $7.99. Score thousands of doorbusters on popular brands like Adidas, Champion, Disney, and Carter's. Enjoy fast and free same-day pickup until 3 p.m. Christmas Eve. Ready in less than 2 hours. JCPenney. Make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles through 12/24. Exclusions apply. Doorbusters excluded from coupons. See store or jcp.com for details.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/rebound and use code REBOUND. That's code REBOUND at prizepicks.com/rebound.
What's up, y'all? This is Dennis Smith Jr., and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
At the half, Nets with a 60-58 lead over the defending champion Denver Nuggets. Each night we like to spotlight a different nonprofit that comes to Barclays Center. Tonight it is a group called No Cure, No Rest. And joining us right now, Richie Delatorre, right of Mount St. Michael up in the Bronx. Richie, nice to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having us.
Tell me about No Cure, No Rest.
So No Cure, No Rest pretty much is an organization dedicated to raising awareness about HIV and AIDS, as well as providing rapid testing to the community, because sometimes the people in our community don't like to go and get tested. And in order to stop the spread of this disease, there is no cure. Hence the name No Cure, No Rest. Know your status.
Yeah, and in underserved communities.
Yes.
Is where you try to do this, correct?
Yes.
So there's still a stigma around HIV that will prevent people from wanting to be tested?
Yes. 1 in 7 people, between 1 in 7 and 1 in 5 and 1 in 7 people that are living with HIV don't know that they have it. Some people just don't like going to the doctor. Some people are in this mindset, if I don't know, I can't hurt anybody else.
Yeah, obviously that's not the case.
Yes.
We obviously know that. There's been a lot in terms of treatment for HIV and AIDS. I would imagine your organization wants to get people tested because then they can be treated, because this is not the death sentence it was 20 years ago.
You are absolutely right, and I think that's the reason why HIV and AIDS is not talked about as much. It's talked about more or less the AIDS Walk, one of the big AIDS Walks coming up in New York, and then a little bit before World AIDS Day. And then after that, it's forgotten about. And you're right, they've made tremendous strides in medications. The medications now are totally different than they were 25 years ago. Doesn't mean that people are still not catching it, doesn't mean people are still not dying from it. People are living, having tremendous longevity in their lives now as opposed to 25 years ago. But there's no cure. There is absolutely no cure. But to stop the spread, you gotta know your status. If you know you're positive, you can start taking your medication, getting treated so that you don't spread it or give it to someone else.
So, No Cure, No Rest. How can people learn more about your organization?
Well, they can follow us on Instagram at No Cure, No Rest Inc. .inc. As well as visit our website, www.nocurenorrestinc.org. And we're out there in the community.
Rich Delatorre for No Cure, No Rest, our nonprofit of the game. Rich, thank you for the work you're doing in the community.
Thank
you. We appreciate you
us.
for coming by here. Thank you so much.
You're the greatest.
Thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. From one Bronx guy to the other. 60-58. Nets over the Nuggets. Well, you're a Brooklyn guy, Richard.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's all right. Well, all of New York. We're all together.
Exactly.
60-58. Nets lead it at the half. Capper comes back. We'll break down the first half for you, and we come back right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
When it comes to Toyo Winter Tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire, because Town Fair has over 100 locations with over 600,000 tires in stock. So we buy Toyo tires for less and sell Toyo tires for less. The guaranteed lowest price. Plus, we offer so many free services, you get the guaranteed best deal you can find on Toyo Winter Tires. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands and discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Life can be tough, and sometimes it's hard to find someone who will listen. But we want you to know there's always someone you can turn to, day or night. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is completely confidential and here for you 24/7 every day of the year. You don't have to struggle alone. Call 988 and let us help. We're here ready to listen because your life matters. Call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org/chat. A message from New Jersey Human Services.
This week, the Fan is your chance to win a holiday golf getaway to Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Tune in Friday for your chance at the ultimate gift, the gift of Florida. You and 3 friends could stay 3 nights at Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa. This unforgettable getaway is just a short distance from Jacksonville with 4 sparkling pools and direct access to the beach. You and your guests will also have the chance to play a round of golf at either TPC Sawgrass Stadium Course, home of the Players' Championship, and the infamous Island Green, one of the most photographed, challenging, and exciting golf holes in the world, or your shot at Dyes Valley, one of Northeast Florida's top courses, where any skill level will be challenged with its fairways, sweeping greens, and water that come into play upon every hole. This Friday, listen for your shot and win. Take gift giving from expected to extraordinary with a Florida golf vacation that offers so much more. An experience they'll truly remember, the gift of Florida.
Hey, this is Dayron Sharp, and you listen to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
At the half, Nets with a 60-58 lead. Chris Carino and Tim Capstraw back with you. Nets overcame an 11-point early deficit, tied the game at the end of one, took as much as a 7-point lead in that second quarter. Denver got it back to within 2, but Nets played well in that first half.
They sure did, especially after the first 5 or 6 minutes. When the Nets went to their bench, it really changed everything. When they went and brought in Dennis Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, and Royce O'Neal, the energy of the game just changed. Dayron Sharp was part of that also. The defense they were getting stops, they were getting steals, they were shooting, moving the ball, Dorian Finney-Smith was knocking down threes. Everybody was contributing. The life and energy of the room changed. It's like when somebody comes into a party and you just get it just changes, and that's what those three guys brought to this arena tonight. Got everybody going, got everybody thinking differently, and it was a lot of fun to watch. You missed it. You hadn't seen that in a while. The Nets were electric in their work in as far as movement of the basketball and their confidence, and then defensive activity. I thought there wasn't many solo things tonight. It wasn't like a do-it-yourself project tonight. It wasn't guys doing that. The ball was moving. There were 18 first-half assists, but there are a lot of hockey assists, a lot of Gretzky's out there tonight. The ball was popping. The ball was getting to the paint. It was moving one side to the other, and it felt like a real team atmosphere going on, not only in that the bench played, but even the starters when they were out there. Mikal Bridges was driving early and looking for teammates. I thought Cam Thomas did a good job of letting the game come to him and just kind of play along with everybody. And they started defending at a better rate. They were aggressive defensively. They had a couple run-outs, a couple push-outs by Nick Claxton especially, getting the ball up the floor quick. I like that a lot. If he can do that, get it out, be decisive, get it up the floor. Did a very, very good job. But you look up and you're only up 2 points against the NBA champions. But you have to feel good about that window of how the game changed. It just felt different. We hadn't had that feeling in a while of the Nets playing really just maniacal defense, scrambling around, tipping the ball, getting steals, and then attacking the basket on the other. It feels like it was about months ago. And that's how the Nets have to play. When they get stuck and just play conservative on defense and lazy and just kind of get moved around and don't have a physicality, they are not that good. They're not a good team. And then offensively, yes, you can put up points by letting individuals do it, but it's just over the long haul. I think that will burn you. And you got to trust your team and move the basketball. Let the ball come back to you. Nets played a better brand of basketball in that first half. I thought it was healthier. I think they can learn from that. I thought that it reminded me of early in the season when the Nets had a huge advantage going to their bench. It really came through. The energy was different, and I think that carried over to the starters when they came back out on the floor. That's how they have to play. And credit again to Dennis Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, who was just everywhere, all over the floor. And then Royce O'Neal. Those guys especially, I thought, did a really, really good job. And let's see how the second half goes, because I think the Nets know the formula, and yet they got an enormous challenge ahead of them against the NBA champions, especially, that guy, Jokic.
The Nets used 9 different players in the first half. All 9 of them scored at least 3 points, and no one scored more than 9 points. So balanced attack for Brooklyn, healthy way to play in that first half. Nets with a 60-58 lead over the Nuggets. We'll come back with the start of the third quarter here in Brooklyn right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
This last year has taught us that financial power is in the hands of the people. Enter the market confidently with Webull, the trading app that is here to elevate your investing experience with access to a community of investors, education, and technology right at your fingertips. Stay informed on the go with real-time research. Join millions of users today, learning, sharing, and investing with the Webull app. Consider your investment risks carefully. Webull Financial, LLC.
It's more fun to be here live to see the Brooklyn Nets hit the court. And when you need tickets, Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Brooklyn Nets and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat, whether you're making plans in advance or heading to the game last minute. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Nets.
Right now, I'm driving to work, but that's not where I'm going. I'm going to more important things. I'm going to visit Papa. I'm going to go out with friends and to an anniversary dinner. And I look out at the big trucks and buses and people walking and think, we're all going somewhere. And we need to work together to share the road and get there safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Paid for by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/rebound and use code REBOUND. That's code REBOUND at prizepicks.com/rebound.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
What's up? This is Dorian Finney-Smith, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets Basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Dorian Finney-Smith made 3 threes in that first half. He led the Nets with 9 points. Nikola Jokic, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Nets with a 60-58 lead as we get set to begin the third quarter here in Brooklyn.
And Jacques Vaughn always comes out with pretty much the same, starts the second half with the same guys that started the game. So this group has to prove right now that they can play as well as the reserves came on the floor did. This group did not start well.
Yeah, they were down 11 at one point.
Extended pressure, full court. Jamal Murray going to get up into Cam Thomas.
Thomas up the right wing into the front court. Cut off by Murray, retreats to the arc. Backs up now between the circles. Hooks it out top for Claxton. Nick peering around. Handling the ball with his left-hand dribble. Hands back to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie finds Claxton rolling into the paint. Tangled up. Comes out the other side with a reverse, and it's good for Nick Claxton.
Not an easy finish that time. Didn't grab the ball quickly and went from the right or left side all the way to the right side. Used the rim to protect against the shot blocker.
Now Jokic high post. Hands back. Coming around him is Caldwell Pope. Foul line pull up. No good. Claxton with a rebound. Takes off running. Claxton to the front court.
He's pushing it a lot more tonight.
They hand it to Thomas. Comes right. Foul line. Leaner. Off back rim. No good. Rebounded by Porter.
You get a good look when he pushes it because the defense isn't set.
Jokic now into the front court. Feeds down low to Gordon. Sealed off Johnson, who had to come back and then rake down at the ball, and a foul is called against Cam Johnson.
Aaron Gordon just runs a rim run, right? He goes right to the front of the rim. Cam Johnson being sealed. It's a smart thing, though. You got to make sure Aaron Gordon makes his free throws. Put some pressure on him.
Again, only a 58% free throw shooter coming in, but he's 3 for 3 tonight. First on the way is good. He's 4 for 4.
I still remember him in the dunk contest. Remember his amazing performance in the dunk contest, jumping over the...
He was the runner-up in 2020. He should have won. He got robbed. I forget who it was that won it over him. Gordon's second free throw is good.
Remember him jumping over the... forget the name of the mascot from the Magic. It would have been smart of me to know that. But anybody could know that.
I don't know the name of the mascot.
I'm trying to think. Fluff
or
Magic, I don't know.
There's Bridges going down the lane with a twisting right hand scoop, and it's good for Mikal Bridges.
Good sign for him. When he was playing well, he was getting to the rack, and he was utilizing those long arms.
Pass down low to Jokic, over the top to Gordon, who got hit and fouled by Cam Thomas.
The size of the Nets is a real problem right now. This is not the right kind of lineup to play against these starters. I know they like to start this way, but Jacque Vaughn right now is thinking hard. How long can I go without not putting Dorian Finney-Smith out there? They're just trying to go into the paint each time, and it's too much of a size advantage.
Gordon's free throw is good. 64-61 Brooklyn, 10:35 to go, third quarter.
It's a big lineup. I mean, you got Porter, you said it, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Jokic, they're just huge, and then they get switches by the Nets. They're going to try to get the ball into the paint. This group's got to keep scoring.
Free throw missed by Gordon.
To justify still being out there. They've done it so far to start the second half.
Bridges out of the right. Bounce pass to Claxton, middle of the paint. Turns, left-hand scoop off the window. Popped out, no good. Jokic to the rebound. Fires it ahead to Murray. Up the left side, into the front court. Runs it to Cam Thomas, and Thomas commits his third personal. Well, when you say this group, who are you referring to?
I'm talking about,
Finney-Smith for Cam Thomas.
Exactly. Okay. Or you got to get Finney-Smith out there guarding these bigs.
Jokic stumbling in the lane, blocked by Claxton, and scooped up by Claxton.
But this is why this group has got to be elite offensively.
They give it to Cam Thomas, bursts through the defense, going to the rim, and lays it up and in.
That's what he's got to be able to do. If you're going to put this group on the floor, they better be humming on offense.
66-61 Brooklyn. Under 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Pass back door for Caldwell Pope. He missed the layup, gets it back it out Jokic, hand it over to Murray. Murray driving it down the lane, going to the rim, and he lays it up and in.
Again, you play through Jokic, great things can happen. Just cut hard.
Pass ahead, Thomas hit by Jokic, no call. Runs into him again, no call. Floats one up out of bounds, and it goes over to Denver. Cam Thomas thought he drew 2 fouls on Jokic. Neither was called. And Jacque Vaughn is letting Pat Frere know about it.
You're losing some games right now. It's not a bad time for Jacque Vaughn to explode a little bit.
Here's Murray out of the right
side. Get after some people.
Murray against Thomas. Murray to the baseline. Murray hooks it around the defender, opposite corner to Porter for a 3. It's no good. Rebound controlled by Nick Claxton, his 12th rebound. Ahead to Bridges with a burst, driving it inside. A leader off glass is good for Mikal Bridges.
And again, when the Nets play fast and they're playing against a set D, they're so much better.
That's a 5-point lead. 9:08 to go in the third. Pass deflected by Johnson. Ends up in the corner. Porter still with it for Denver. Porter holds. Pass out to Jokic. Holds top of the arc. Jokic hands it off for Murray. Coming right. Elbow. Dribble it off his leg. And Claxton comes up with a steal. And the official is going to say a kick ball.
I don't know if that was a kick. That ball just kind of... Nick maybe touched it with his hands first and then went off his feet. You see that?
Isn't that still a kick ball or no?
No, it wasn't intentional, was it? He had to. Let's see. The angle.
Murray who kicked it.
Yeah.
As Gordon's got it. Up top, Porter. Pump fake, moves left. Elbow, hands back to Jokic. Shoots the 3 out on the left, and it's good. Nikola Jokic, a 32% three-point shooter. He's got just over 100 attempts.
Yeah.
It's 68-66 Brooklyn, 8:35 to go in the third. Bridges now out on the right. Hooks it over the left. Cam Johnson, a deep 3. And he buries it from Mill Basin. 71-66 Brooklyn, 8:20 to go in the third.
Great feed by Bridges. Quick decision hook pass.
Out of the left, Murray step back, left wing 3. He buries that one. Jamal Murray answering back. He's a 43% three-point shooter. His first of the night. Now Thomas, left of the lane. Mishandled it. Wrestles it away from Porter. In the lane with a leader, and it's good. Little stick-to-itiveness from Cam Thomas, and Denver wants a timeout.
And Nets have done a good job, and he almost did right there of not turning the basketball over, doing an excellent job of valuing the ball compared to what they did in Denver.
Just 5 net turnovers. We get a break here. 7:59 to go in the third. Nets 73, Denver 69 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Free internet. Yes, that's right. Free internet from Maxip Telecom, proud partner of the Brooklyn Nets. If you or anyone in your family receives any government benefits such as Medicaid, WIC, or SNAP, and or your annual income for a family of 4 is less than $60,000. See how you qualify for the government's Affordable Connectivity Program and get free internet and a 4G Android tablet for a one-time copay of just $20. Call now, 888-348-2843. Get free internet now from Maxif Telecom. That's 888-348-2843.
This week, the Fan is your chance to win a holiday golf getaway to Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Tune in Friday for your chance at the ultimate gift, the gift of Florida. You and 3 friends can stay 3 nights at Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa. This unforgettable getaway is just a short distance from Jacksonville with 4 sparkling pools and direct access to the beach. You and your guests will also have the chance to play a round of golf at either TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, home of the Players' Championship, and the infamous Island Green, one of the most photographed, challenging, and exciting golf holes in the world, or your shot at Dyes Valley, one of Northeast Florida's top courses, where any skill level will be challenged with its fairways, sweeping greens, and water that come into play upon every hole. This Friday, listen for your shot and win. Take gift giving from expected to extraordinary with a Florida golf vacation that offers so much more. An experience they'll truly remember, the gift of Florida.
Excellence. Find it at Volvo Cars Ramsey, 6-time winner of the Volvo Excellence Award. During the Holiday Safely event, find excellent offers. New 2024 Volvo XC40 all-wheel drive, lease for $399 per month. Visit VolvoCarsRamsey.com. Find excellence this holiday season at Volvo Cars Ramsey, where it's all about you. Call 833-853-2975 for lease details. MSRP $44,975. Then R2211070. $4,400 due at signing plus tax, title, and registration. Zero security deposit. Ends 1/2/24.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the Free Odyssey app.
What's poppin', y'all? It's Nick Claxton, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball with Chris and the Kappa on the Fan.
Introducing Burrow, a new Nets collection and sportswear experience. Burrow pays homage to the game's deep cultural ties that pays respect to the future of our Burrow's threads. Visit BrooklynNets.com and explore the collection now. 7:59 to go, third quarter. Nets 73, Denver 69. Denver in the white going left to right. Murray racing into the front court. Picked up by Bridges up top. Murray bounces it high on the left for Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope holds, gives to the high post to Jokic. Jokic tears back to the basket, starts to back in Claxton. Pass out Porter, left wing 3, good for Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, he gets rid of the ball so quickly, and they set that up strategically to have Michael Porter just step into that shot after the double team.
It's a 1-point lead. 7.5 to go in the third. Cam Johnson top of the key. Moves it left for Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie on the near side. Pass out top for Bridges. Bridges backs up near the midcourt line. Works into a double team. Feeds it right for Cam Johnson. Johnson drives. Gets around Jokic. A flip with a right hand, and it's good for Cam Johnson.
Not an easy finish at all. Great dexterity that time.
Nets up 75-72. Approaching 7 minutes to go in the third. Caldwell Pope out top for Jokic. Jokic handles left of the circle. Backs it out Murray. Coming left. Hiding around Jokic. Getting to the baseline. Floater in the air. It's no good. Rebounded by Cam Johnson. He's racing up the right wing. Into the front court. Bounce pass. A little behind Claxton. Stolen away by Denver. Jokic on the move. Ahead to Murray. Back to Jokic. In the lane. Kick it to Caldwell Pope for a 3. It's no good. Claxton streaking in. Grabs his 13th rebound, but then lost the handle. Caldwell Pope down low to Porter. Has to come out to the near side in front of the net bench. Feeds Jokic now right of the lane. Jokic handling. Spin out around Johnson. Go to the rim. The layup good. And a foul is called against Cam Johnson. And Jokic, with 19 points now, will go to the line looking for number 20.
Such a feel for the game, and I mean that, for real this time, because Cam Johnson came to the top side of Jokic, and he just felt him go, he was behind him. He felt him on that shoulder and just spun to the baseline for an easy finish.
Were you being facetious?
Yeah, I
was
trying to use
you said he had a feel for
I was trying to say the word, I wanted to say the word, there's certain words I can't say. Literally, I can't say.
Oh, okay.
It had too many L's
Free
for me.
throw by Jokic is good.
So I started
That's your
saying.
workaround.
So I had to work around, and you could tell I was hesitating right there. You got to know your limitations. You got to stay in your lane, and I know what words I can't pronounce.
All right. Game tied at 75. Dinwiddie cross court. Finney Smith pump fake, moves right. Dorian will back it out to Dinwiddie. Moves in the right corner to Bridges. On the catch. Drives baseline with a pull-up shot. No good. Rebound deflected by Jokic to the back of his hand to get it to Porter. Porter now into the front court. Out top for Murray. Murray using Jokic like an offensive line. Moves left for a 15-footer, and it's good.
Heating up.
And Denver regains the lead, 77-75. Their first lead since it changed hands early in the first quarter. Dinwiddie pass at the rim to Sharp. He's surrounded. Back it out. Finney-Smith the three, and it's good for Dorian Finney-Smith. He has made 4 out of 5 from behind the arc.
Good decision by Sharp to kick it out. I also like the way Dinwiddie's playing. He's much more of a distributor tonight. Moving the ball, getting others involved.
Denver's lead was their first lead since 26-24. Nets jump back on top. Murray, left side three, is good. And back and forth we go with 5:18 to go in the third. Denver 80, Nets 78. Bridges, baseline, poked loose by Murray. They both dive for it. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brooklyn.
And then Jamal Murray showing his greatness right now, scoring the basketball. That time he did it with defense. They're going to run another play for Murray right now. It's Mike Malone's up. He knows he's got a hot hand. NBA coaches are great. Dorian Finney-Smith say, I've got Murray right now. He's shifted over to him. I like that a lot.
Inbound up top now. Gordon to the front court. Aaron Gordon, played by O'Neal, who's in the game. Bounce pass to Murray. Circles left. Gets free on the left wing for a three. It's no good. Gordon, though, the rebound. Back it out, Jokic. Denver will reset. Inside Porter. Now out to the wing. Shoots a turnaround shot. No good. Rebounded by Bridges. Nets and Black going right to left. Pass ahead to O'Neal. Back it out, Bridges. Attacking left. Down the lane. Leaves it off for Day'Ron Sharp. It got blocked from behind and controlled by Jokic. Jokic left to right in the front court. Nikola Jokic handling out of the left wing. Starts to back down against Sharp. Back it out, Murray. Shifts it up top for Porter. Coming left. Porter stumbling through the lane. Had it stripped by O'Neal. Loose, though. Picked up by Gordon. Gordon shot blocked by Sharp. Nets control. O'Neal. Middle of the pack into the front court. Royce moves it right corner. Dinwiddie three. In and out. No good. Batted around. Nets still with it. Out top. O'Neal a three. It's good. And the Nets regain the lead, 81-80, with 4 minutes to go in the third.
The excellent passing by the Nets centers continue right now. They're up to 9 assists between Claxton and Day'Ron Sharp. Good kick-out pass by Day'Ron.
Now Murray in the front court. Crossover, driving it left. Going to the rim. Blocked by Day'Ron Sharp. Nets the other way. O'Neal in the front court. Hands to Bridges. A lob for Finney-Smith. The layup went in and out. No good. He was a little off balance. Now Gordon at midcourt, fouled by O'Neal, who reached in.
Well, he knew what he was doing that time, knowing the Nets were at a disadvantage. Good foul by Royce O'Neal.
Denver wants a take foul, but O'Neal was going for the ball. The officials are going to discuss it. If you're going for the ball,
you can get away with it.
You're allowed to make that foul. And they're going to rule a take foul. Yeah. They are ruling this a take foul, so Murray's going to get a free throw, and then Denver will get the ball.
It just seems so different in the front court. I mean, there were a lot of bodies in front of the play. I'm going to see that.
So Murray will shoot the free throw by himself, the line to our right. Free throw is good. And now it'll be a side of the bounds for Denver.
Jacques Vaughn animated talking with the official Pat Frere.
Jamal Murray has 11 points in this quarter, 17 in the game. And now he's going to stay out there as Christian Brown comes into the game along with Peyton Watson.
Let's see if Dennis Smith Jr., who just entered the game, can neutralize Jamal Murray right now. Can he impact this game like he did in the first half?
Brown will inbound to the front court of the far side. Inbound up top now to Murray. Game tied at 81. 3:35 to go in the third. Jokic has it right of the lane. Bumps, right hook, and he banks it in. Nikola Jokic with 22 points. Now O'Neal running up the right side. Finds Cam Thomas. Puts on the brakes out of the right wing. Gives it up. Gets it back. Circles left. Into the paint with a leader from the dotted line. No good. Rebounded by Gordon. Aaron Gordon looking to break free. Up the left side of the floor. Bumping with Thomas. Jump pass in the corner. Murray's got it. Shoots a three and drains it. And Denver takes an 86-81 lead with 3:11 to go in the third. Timeout Nets.
And you can see why Jamal Murray is considered one of the great guards in the NBA. Boy, is he cooking here in the third.
14-6 run by the Nuggets. Murray has 14 in the quarter. We'll take a break. Come back right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming in the Brooklyn Nets app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
It's more fun to be here live to see the Brooklyn Nets hit the court. And when you need tickets, Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Brooklyn Nets and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat, whether you're making plans in advance or heading to the game last minute. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Nets.
What does Maimonides Health mean to Brooklyn?
It's my rescue.
For heart attack survival, Maimonides Heart and Vascular Institute is tops in New York.
It's my comeback.
To get back on your feet fast, Maimonides offers a comprehensive bone and joint center. For over 100 years, Maimonides is the one that's cared for, worked for, and been there for Brooklyn.
My home.
My choice.
Maimonides.
Dash into JCPenney for last-minute holiday savings. Finish your list with a little extra sparkle. Jewelry is up to 70% off after coupon. Looking for something cozy? Candles, velvet plush throws, and more start at only $7.99. Score thousands of doorbusters on popular brands like Adidas, Champion, Disney, and Carter's. Enjoy fast and free same-day pickup until 3 p.m. Christmas Eve. Ready in less than 2 hours. JCPenney. Make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles through 12/24. Exclusions apply. Doorbusters excluded from coupons. See store or jcp.com for details.
Hi, this is Mikal Bridges, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
3:11 to go in the third quarter. Nuggets with an 86-81 lead over Brooklyn. Ethan Hawke being introduced to the crowd here courtside at Barclays Center. Ethan Hawke has been nominated for 4 Academy Awards in his career.
How about that?
2 as an actor, 2 as a writer.
Wow.
He was nominated for Training Day and a movie called Boyhood. If you remember that movie, they filmed it over about like a period of like 18 years with the same actors. As Dennis Smith Jr. gets to the paint.
You bring a lot to the table.
Smith out of the right wing. Comes left. Bounce pass to Day'Ron Sharpe. Bottled up by Jokic. Day'Ron with 4 to shoot. Hands to Thomas. Thomas working along the baseline. Pass inside. Deflected away. Nets going to run out of time and a shot clock violation. Denver, you talked about, Tim, they're an elite defensive team. And they showed why right there.
Exactly. That was a terrific, out of a timeout that time, being able to basically get a 24-second violation almost.
Brown on the left, gives down low to Gordon. Gordon back it up top for Murray. 10 to shoot. Murray coming right. Murray to the elbow. Murray down the lane, twisting layup attempt, bounces out, no good, but a foul. That's going to put Murray at the line. The foul is called against Dennis Smith Jr.
Just running him off a high screen by Jokic and just letting him dance with the ball. Man, Jamal Murray's putting on a show.
14 in the quarter for Murray. He's got 20 in the game.
Do you disrupt the rhythm in any way? Do you try to play a little zone defense right now? I know they shoot it pretty well and all that. Do you play some zone or do you double Murray? Just try to shake it up a little bit.
Free throw is good by Murray. A 15-6 run now. Murray can make it 16-6 with his free throw. And he does. And the Nuggets up to a 7-point lead. 2:28 to go in the third. Dennis Smith Jr. to the front court.
No shot blocking out there right now. No size. Go towards the basket.
O'Neal out of the right wing. Back it up top for Smith. 10 to shoot. Smith out of the right wing, guarded by Murray. Drives him right. in the lane, going right to the rim, missed the driving layup, and the rebound grabbed by Zeke Najee, who's in the game.
Yeah, no DeAndre Jordan. I think they're scared of the hack of Jordan.
Murray along the baseline, cut off by O'Neal, circles right, backs up behind the arc, one-on-one with Sharp now. Went to drive around him, but he dribbled it off his leg out of bounds right into the hands of Ethan Hawke, who immediately gets it in to allow the Nets to get up quickly. Thomas straight on three. No good, too strong. Rebound deflected back out. Thomas has it again. Drives left right into the chest of Najee, and a foul is called as Thomas ends up on his back, and he'll go to the line. Credit Ethan Hawke for starting the break.
Great job by you. He got it in and out. You didn't hold the ball. Again, he made a quick decision, which is the key.
That's it.
Hot potato pass by Ethan Hawke. Good decision.
He's got 4 Oscar nominations. Maybe he can get an ESPY.
How about that?
Cam Thomas at the line. Free throw on the way is good.
That was like you didn't know Ethan Hawke was going to be here, right? You don't know who's here. You just randomly know that about him.
I happen to just. It's very random. He does show up at a lot of games, but the other day I was looking up. A friend of mine were talking about Ethan Hawke as the free throw is good. We looked it up.
Wow.
These are the kind of conversations I have.
Not with me.
No.
You wouldn't have that conversation
with me. He got 2 writing award nominations for After Sunset, Before Sunset, those Sunset movies. As we get a whistle and a foul here, a foul called against Denver. Let's see. The ball was knocked out of bounds. They reset the shot clock to 14. No, it's a kick ball. It's against the net, so it'll be Denver ball. Inbound right in front of Ethan Hawke in the corner, and a 3 from Reggie Jackson is no good. Rebounded by Brooklyn.
No Jokic on the floor right now. It's got to win these minutes, and no Murray.
Smith Jr. out of the circle, back it out to Finney-Smith, back to Smith. Inside is Sharp. Sharp turns, and he got fouled hard by Reggie Jackson.
I like that old school that time. He had him sealed, and he was posting him up, and the Nets looked right into him. Daron Sharp's doing a good job.
Daron at the line. He is 2 for 3 from the line in this game. 8 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, couple of blocks, couple of steals.
The center position has been outstanding for the Nets as far as numbers.
Free throw is good by Sharp.
I tell you, the 9 assists. You're keeping up with Jokic.
Strother enters the game, replacing Gordon for Denver. Second free throw on the way is no good. Rolled off the front, rebounded by Denver. 88-84 Denver. Minute 10 to go, third quarter. Reggie Jackson into the front court. Gives it up top. Watson hands for Strother over to Jackson. Coming right, 10 to shoot. Strother pass back out top. He'll shoot a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Dennis Smith Jr. Up the left side, into the front court. Dennis Smith Jr. in his return to the lineup after missing the last 7, drives right, hooks it inside to Sharp, bumping with Najee, and lays it up and in. Nets are within 2 with 46 seconds to go in the quarter.
And again, another good delivery by Dennis Smith Jr., knowing his role on the floor.
Now Denver, Reggie Jackson handling up top, edge of the midcourt logo. Smith makes him go right. He goes right of the lane with a leaner in traffic. It rolls off, no good. Rebound grabbed by O'Neal. Now Thomas up the left wing. 7-second difference, shot to game clock. Thomas handling against Najee straight on. Gives it up, gets it back. Thomas coming left, driving down the lane, twisting runner off last. It's no good. Rebound batted around. Jackson's got it. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Denver trailed by 2 at the half. They lead by 2 in the final seconds of this third quarter. Jackson down to 2-1. A 3 on the right. No good. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. Separated by just 2 points. Denver 88, Nets 86. Fourth quarter coming up from Brooklyn right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Happy holidays from Upper East Side Rehabilitation and Nursing Center, where the experience of true well-being is redefined. Upper East Side Rehabilitation and Nursing offers short-term, subacute, and long-term rehabilitation, along with 24-hour nursing services. Call 212-879-1600 today. That's 212-879-1600.
Take control of the snow, ice, and freezing rain this winter with a new set of Toyo Open Country AT3 tires from Town Fair Tire. At Town Fair, you always get Toyo tires at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, nobody gives you more free services for life than Town Fair Tire. If you're looking for the best deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands and discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
This week, the Fan is your chance to win a holiday golf getaway to Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Tune in Friday for your chance at the ultimate gift, the gift of Florida. You and 3 friends could stay 3 nights at Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa. This unforgettable getaway is just a short distance from Jacksonville with 4 sparkling pools and direct access to the beach. You and your guests will also have the chance to play a round of golf at either TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, home of the Players' Championship, and the infamous Island Green, one of the most photographed, challenging, and exciting golf holes in the world, or your shot at Dyes Valley, one of Northeast Florida's top courses, where any skill level will be challenged with its fairways, sweeping greens, and water that come into play upon every hole. This Friday, listen for your shot and win. Take gift giving from expected to extraordinary with a Florida golf vacation that offers so much more. An experience they'll truly remember, the gift of Florida.
Hi, this is Jacques Vaughn, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Brooklyn Nets app.
Hey, Net fans, from Bushwick to Brownsville to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, this season's updated COVID-19 shots are available. If you scheduled yours, learn more and find a vaccine option at schedulecovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech. Dorian Finney-Smith in the game, hounding Peyton Watson as he brings it across the midcourt line and knocked it loose. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Denver. It's Finney-Smith, Claxton, Thomas, Smith Jr., and O'Neal out there for Brooklyn. Brown with Watson, Najee, Strother, and Jackson. Jackson with it, straight on, coming left. Reggie Jackson left to the lane, peels back to the wing, 7 to shoot. Driving it on Claxton along the baseline. Wild reverse is good for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, well, Claxton was on him, and again, he got to the Brooklyn side, the other side of the basket. At the rim, they're getting away at Claxton.
90 to 86. Denver on top, just underway in the fourth quarter. Dennis Smith Jr. up top, played by Zeke Najee. Gives left to O'Neal behind the arc. The long Peyton Watson on him. They get it to Claxton, left of the lane now. 5 to shoot. Hands back to Dennis Smith Jr. He'll step back, shoot a 3, and it's good for Dennis Smith Jr.
It's better this year. He kind of wants to pass the ball, but he was left so wide open, he reluctantly knocked it down.
Now Jackson feeds up top for Strother. Hands to Jackson. Jackson coming left. Picked up by Claxton, bounce pass inside. Najee at the rim, and he lays it up and in.
And Nets are switching. They've got to switch and be in proper position after the switch.
Dennis Smith Jr. in the front court. Coming near side, hands to Cam Thomas. Weave it up top. O'Neal gives it up for Claxton. Claxton hands back to Thomas. Thomas driving it on Jackson. They bump. Threw the head back, and he drew a foul against Jackson. Cam Thomas thought he got fouled prior to that as well. He's upset.
Well, it's been previous. Remember earlier in this half, he thought he got fouled a couple times by Jokic and didn't get the call.
Thomas will inbound to the far side. Gets it into Claxton. Hands back to Cam. Back to a rolling Claxton. Go to the rim, and he got fouled by Julian Strother. Claxton took off with intent of throwing it down with the left hand. He got whacked in the face, and he's still down on one knee.
Nice feed by Cam Thomas. Certainly his passing ability has improved, and keeping an eye on Claxton right now is Jacques Vaughn as he's going to go to the...
Strother went across the face with his right arm.
Boy, I'd be asking to look at this one if I'm Jacques Vaughn.
So Claxton's going to go to the line. 2 for 2 tonight. Nets 12 of 15 from the line.
Nets minutes are spread out tonight. See if this pays off for them. They haven't played anyone too long.
Claxton long on that free throw.
Well, Bridges hasn't played that. He's 23 minutes, but not ridiculous. Everybody else is in that 19-20 range. Cam Thomas, though, has been up to 24. But Nets should be a little more fresh in this fourth quarter.
Free throw missed by Claxton. He misses 2. Najee with a rebound for Denver. The officials stop play because Julian Strother has a cut. He hit Claxton across the face. Claxton's arm came through and hit Strother. So Strother's got to get cleaned up. With 10:30 remaining in the fourth quarter, Denver with a 92-89 lead over Brooklyn.
Now Jacques Vaughn's got to. Right now, this is a group you want to make some hay right now against this lineup that the Nuggets have out there. Reggie Jackson's going to be the main guy offensively. Got to know that. I might go back a little earlier if you had some lineup punch you want to put out there, but this group has played well. All these guys that are out there for the Nets have played well.
Nick Claxton, his line of this game, 8 points, 13 rebounds, a career-high 6 assists, and 2 block shots in 21 minutes.
And you combine that with Day'Ron Sharpe, that position's had a heck of a night.
Now Reggie Jackson's arm is getting cleaned up.
Everybody's. It's like the fight doctor. There's a lot going on here.
Nets will be in action tomorrow night. Detroit Pistons coming in. Detroit losing their 25th consecutive game last night. They are one away from tying the all-time same-season record. Detroit in here tomorrow night to take on the Nets.
Could be such a good win for the Nets if they could pull this thing off.
Strother up top for Jackson. Nets trail by 3 with 10:17 to go in the fourth. Strother left wing 3. No good. Too strong. Claxton with the rebound. Pass ahead to Smith. Racing into the front court. Dennis Smith Jr. A ball of energy. Gives left for O'Neal. A deep 3. It's in and out. Tipped by Finney Smith. Won't go. Finney Smith got it again. Peels out to the wing. They'll move it to Thomas between the circles. Cam coming right. Najee on him. Najee's a tall 6'9". Thomas taking him right in the lane with a floater. It's bouncing around. No good, but tipped in by Royce O'Neal.
Excellent job working the offensive glass for consecutive opportunities for second chance points, and then they get one.
O'Neal with 13. Najee at the foul line. It was Cutter at Strother go to the rim. Blocked by Claxton. Taken away by Brooklyn. Dennis Smith Jr. into the front court. Coming left. Cut off by Najee. Keeps going baseline. Right-hand scoop. No good. Rebounded by Strother. Dennis Smith then went after the ball, and he gets called for a foul.
He got caught kind of in between. I don't think he wanted to shoot that ball when he got into the paint. Chris just kind of ran out of options and tried to navigate it up. He got frustrated and fouled.
First team foul against the Nets with 9:19 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Now we're going with a double point guard lineup. Dinwiddie coming back out on the floor for Royce O'Neal. It's not a big lineup on the floor right now, so the Nets can go with a lot of smaller players.
Finney Smith is going to go over and pick up Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, that's what you like, though. Finney Smith wants that matchup.
They weave it around to the right. Reggie's still with it.
Claxton, a lot of switching.
Pulls up, 20-footer, no good. Najee kept it alive and grabs the rebound. Out to Jackson. Up top, Brown. Cuts left. Brown in the lane with a leaner, no good. And a block is called against Dennis Smith Jr.
And Jacques Vaughn immediately going over to tell me if I should challenge that one. Because, boy, that looked like he might have gotten a charge.
Jacques actually puts a leg into the second row and looks at the iPad that Trevor Hendry is holding, looking to get a view of it. He's going to call timeout. He's going to challenge it. So Jacques Vaughn's going to use his first challenge.
Dennis Smith.
So we'll get a timeout. They look at this. 9:01 to go in the fourth. 92-91 Denver. Back after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, goals into growth, and empowering our clients with financial solutions that deliver results. Barclays, powering possible.
Put a smile on your face and put your hands together for the Houdinis of the hardwood, the human highlight reels that bring wow to the now, the world famous Harlem Globetrotters. This isn't just basketball. basketball? This is where what just happened happens all the time. Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters 2024 World Tour presented by Jersey Mike Subs at Barclays Center on February 18th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com for tickets.
Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites, and with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with $1 minimum purchase when the Nets opposing team misses 2 consecutive free throws in the fourth quarter during home games. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before laundry day. Offer valid limited time only through net season at participating McDonald's. Valid the day after opposing team misses 2 consecutive free throws in the fourth quarter during home games. McDonald's app download and registration required.
No one works harder to improve the health of Brooklyn than Maimonides Health.
It's my go-to.
With 3 hospitals, 90 convenient locations, and over 1,800 doctors, Maimonides is more than a medical center.
It's my confidence.
Whether you have an everyday health need or seek expertise from a specialist at our Centers of Excellence, Maimonides will always provide the best possible care for the people of Brooklyn.
My home.
My choice.
Maimonides.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, goals into growth, and empowering our clients with financial solutions that deliver results. Barclays, powering possible.
What's up? This is Dorian Finney-Smith, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets Basketball on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Brooklyn Nets app.
So they have reviewed this, and it is deemed the call stands. So it is a blocking foul against Dennis Smith Jr. They ruled that he did not have legal guarding position when Brown went into his gather.
It was very close. We watched it a number of times. If it were called a charge and the other team challenged, I don't know if it would have been turned the other way. That's how close it was.
So Brown at the line, shooting 2. First is good for Christian Braun, spelled Braun, out of Kansas. Won a national title, teammate of Jalen Wilson. Second on the way is good again. And Denver with a 94-91 lead. 9:01 to go, fourth quarter here in Brooklyn.
See what the Nets got out of a break now. Cam Thomas gets them. Get a look.
Dinwiddie out high in the right. Gives to Thomas. Working right down the lane. A lob for Claxton, and he guides it in with a left hand.
Great feed by Thomas. Excellent job and good roll by Claxton.
Brown now into the front court. Spins away from Smith. Going down the right side of the paint. Turned aside by Claxton. Gathers and backs it out. Watson on the drive. Going inside and lays it up and in. A quick layup to get it around Nick Claxton.
Yeah, I thought Claxton was going to get that.
96-93 Denver. 8.5 to go. We're in the fourth. Cam Thomas up top. Played by Najee in a switch. Thomas moves it out of the right to Smith. Right back to Thomas. Jab step. Cuts left. Bumps. Pulls up. 12-footer. Good. Cam Thomas has 14.
How about Dennis Smith? A little boomerang pass, knowing that Cam Thomas had the advantage to go against Najee.
96-95 Denver. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jackson gives it up high to Najee. Coming left. Najee gives to Jackson. Jackson 7 to shoot. Against Claxton in a switch. Down low to Najee. Turns inside. Blocked from behind by Claxton. And last touch by Najee to be Brooklyn ball.
Excellent job. Claxton, who's been a switch defense, not a drop, was out on the perimeter. Najee got the ball, and he sprinted back in there for that rejection.
Third block for Claxton. Nets of the ball down 1. 7:48 to go in the game. Dennis Smith Jr. into the front court. Picked up by Murray, who's back in the game. Hands back to Cam Thomas. Thomas switched up with Najee on him. Thomas sizing him up between the leg dribble to the step back 3. High arcer, no good, but a foul is called on the closeout against Denver's Zeke Najee.
I haven't seen that many individual, like one-on-one kind of plays by Cam Thomas tonight where he's just looking for a shot. He's really played within the flow of the offense. He's gotten shots. But that was really the first time, and you know he's high on the scouting report of the Denver Nuggets, so Najee, being a little too overzealous that time, fouled him.
Thomas 6 of 16 from the floor. Free throw is good.
He got two different. No, I thought he had two different shoes on, but
No, the inside of the sneakers is a fluorescent orange. The outside is black. So yeah,
I got
from one side it looks like he's got two different sneakers on. The free throw is good.
Well, here comes Jokic.
You've been known to go with that.
I've been by accident on the road this year. I had to go multiple shoes. What made me think of it?
Cam, second free throw on the way is good. Nets take a 98-97 lead with 7.5 to go in the fourth quarter.
And Day'Ron Sharpe on the floor for the Nets, and he's matched up with Jokic.
Murray in the front court to the right, gives it up for Jokic. Jokic just checking back into the game, gives to Murray in front of the net bench. That's the near sideline. Turns, moves up top of the key, backs up, fadeaway three is good for Jamal Murray.
Man, a great effort by Dorian Finney-Smith defensively, but Murray's had a spectacular second half.
25 for Murray, 19 in the second half. Thomas working left, around Jokic, going to the rim, and he lays it up and in.
I know it's early right now, but the way Murray is shooting the basketball, would you give him a different look? Would you double it something, out of his hand?
Nets 100, Denver 99. 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
Dennis Smith Jr. wants him now.
Jokic up top, gives to Murray. Comes left of the lane. Back it out, Jokic. 7 to shoot, Jokic. Moving left with a dribble. Picked up the dribble. 4 to shoot. Turns, shoots a 20-footer. In and out, no good. Kept alive by Sharpe. Nets control. Smith on the move. Cross court to the right. Finney-Smith on the wing. Backs it out to Dennis Smith Jr. He'll move it to Thomas between the circles now. Coming left. Pulls up. 3 in the air. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Jokic. Nets with a 1-point lead. 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Denver in the white going left to right. Front court to the far side. It's Murray. Gives to Jokic. Far side played by Sharpe. Draws 2 defenders. Out to Murray. Run off the line. Dribbles along the baseline. Pass inside to Jokic. And the Nets commit a foul.
Non-shooting foul beside out of bounds.
Third team foul with 6 minutes to go exactly here in the fourth. Nets are going to get Mikal Bridges back into the game. He's going to replace Cam Thomas.
A well-rested Mikal Bridges now entering the game.
Well, you've seen they've made it clear they wanted to
give him
some time on the bench tonight. He's played 23 minutes.
Yeah, let's see if it really pays off here late, though.
In the corner, Murray. He'll shoot a long 2. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Brooklyn. Dennis Smith Jr. across the midcourt line. Comes left, gives to Bridges. Left corner, back it out Smith. Left angle 3. No good. Long rebound comes to Caldwell Pope for Denver. Nets still with a 1-point lead. 5:40 to go in the game. Jokic. Cross-court pass. Grabbed by a jumping Porter. Drives baseline. Cut off by Finney-Smith. Back it out for Jokic. Coming right. 10 to shoot. Gets in the paint. Shoves Finney-Smith into a left hook, and it rolls in for Nikola Jokic.
When he gets deep like that, another defender has to go down to try to bother him to get the ball out of his hands.
24 for Jokic. 101-100. Denver. 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie gives it up for Bridges up top. Bridges coming left. Back to the right around Sharpe. Back to the left around Sharpe. To the elbow. Jump pass to a rolling Sharpe. The layup good, and he got fouled. Caldwell Pope just grabbed his jersey, trying to almost intentionally foul him. Sharpe was able to fight through it and get the layup, and he'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. Sharpe with 13 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 3 of 5 from the line, and he'll shoot 1 here.
Good feed by Mikal Bridges that time. He's got to be able to help this Nets in a variety of different ways. Good delivery.
Sharpe, free throw on the way is no good. Bounce out to the right. Cam Johnson put it off the body of Michael Porter Jr. out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn ball. Heads up play by Cam Johnson. Nets are going to get subs in. Thomas and Claxton coming in for Finney-Smith and Sharpe.
A lot of rotations going on. A lot of in and out, different players, especially the big men. Claxton and Sharpe tag team.
Johnson inbounding the right baseline. Out top to Bridges, behind the arc of the left wing. Cross court, Dinwiddie. Dribble handoff, Cam Johnson. Played by Jokic here. Johnson drives him left. Through the lane, left-hand scoop. Good! And a foul is called. The foul on Jokic. And Cam Johnson with a chance at a three-point play as the Nets can make this a 5-point possession. They take a 104-101 lead with 4:50 to go in the fourth. Nets will get Finney Smith in, replacing Cam Thomas, as Jacques Vaughn already playing offense, defense substitutions here with 4:50 to go in the game.
Well, Mikal Bridges got one job, and that's to neutralize Jamal Murray. He's got to show what an elite defensive player he is.
Johnson's free throw is good. The Nets score 5 points in that possession to take a 105-101 lead. 4:48 to play in the game.
And he slow down Murray, who's got really scoring well. Bridges has got him.
Jokic up top. Bridges all over Murray. Jokic turns, shoots a three, and he drains it. Nothing but net on a straight-on three. High and soft from Nikola Jokic. He's got 27. Dinwiddie letting it roll, now picks it up with 4:20 to go in the game. Nets with a 1-point lead. They get it across and now call a timeout. 4:18 to go, fourth quarter in Brooklyn. Nets 105, Denver 104 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
This week, the Fan is your chance to win a holiday golf getaway to Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Tune in Friday for your chance at the ultimate gift, the gift of Florida. You and 3 friends could stay 3 nights at Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa. This unforgettable getaway is just a short distance from Jacksonville with 4 sparkling pools and direct access to the beach. You and your guests will also have the chance to play a round of golf at either TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, home of the Players Championship, and the infamous Island Green, one of the most photographed, challenging, and exciting golf holes in the world, or your shot at Dyes Valley, one of Northeast Florida's top courses, where any skill level will be challenged with its fairways, sweeping greens, and water that come into play upon every hole. This Friday, listen for your shot and win. Take gift giving from expected to extraordinary with a Florida golf vacation that offers so much more. An experience they'll truly remember, the gift of Florida.
Excellence. Find it at Volvo Cars Ramsey, 6-time winner of the Volvo Excellence Award. During the Holiday Safely event, find excellent offers with manager demo specials. Lease a new 2024 Volvo XC60 all-wheel drive, $439 per month. Visit VolvoCarsRamsey.com. Find excellence this holiday season at Volvo Cars Ramsey, where it's all about you. Call 833-853-2975 for lease details. MSRP $49,395. Then R1710356 4814 to add signing plus tax title and registration. 0 security deposit. Ends 1/2/24.
Free internet. Yes, that's right. Free internet from Maxip Telecom, proud partner of the Brooklyn Nets. If you or anyone in your family receives any government benefits such as Medicaid, WIC, or SNAP, and or your annual income for a family of 4 is less than $60,000, see how you qualify for the government's Affordable Connectivity Program and get free internet and a 4G Android tablet for a one-time copay of just $20. Call now, 888-348-2843. Get free internet now from Maxip Telecom. That's 888-348-2843.
What's up, y'all? It's Nick Claxton checking in, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets Basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM and the Brooklyn Nets app.
Save big with Brooklyn Bundle Mini Plans. Prices start at $140 for 3-game plans. Or create your own plan and pick the matchups you're most excited to see here at Barclays Center. Visit BrooklynNets.com and buy the bundle today. 4:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Nets 105, Nuggets 104. Nets trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Mikal Bridges inbounding with Thomas, Johnson, Claxton, and Dinwiddie. Bridges holds, snaps it in up top. Dinwiddie at the edge of the midcourt logo. Comes right, cut off by Murray. Dinwiddie goes left in the corner to Johnson. 3 on the way. No good, and the rebound to Gordon for Denver. Nuggets can take the lead as we approach the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Jamal Murray with 25 points, 19 in the second half. Played by Thomas in a switch. Gets a Jokic screen, moves around it. Right of the lane, pulls up in traffic, shot won't fall. Claxton with a rebound. Shoved by Jokic, no call. Gets moving to the front court. Dinwiddie gives to Thomas. Cam cuts right, jump stop, got in the air, pass it back out to Dinwiddie. Nearly turned it over. Dinwiddie now moving right to the top of the key. Lob overshoots Claxton. Karam's off the backboard. Denver controls. Gordon to the front court. The 10th net turnover. Out of the right wing, Caldwell Pope down low to Gordon. Played by the smaller Dinwiddie. 10 to shoot. Takes some left. Digging down Bridges. Knocked it loose. They get it back. Caldwell Pope. He'll drive it down the lane. Go to the rim. Blocked by Bridges. And scooped up off the floor by Nick Claxton. Nets control. They've got a 1-point lead. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the game. Johnson to the front court. Crossover. Moving left. Shielding the ball. Cutting out the right side. To the baseline. Still with a dribble. Cam Johnson with Porter all over him. 8 to shoot. Has to back it out to Cam Thomas. Down to 6 to shoot. Cam looking around. Cam cuts left. 2 to shoot. Pulls up. 26-footer. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Jokic for Denver. Nuggets can take the lead with 2:40 to go. Murray now front court behind the arc. Played by Thomas. Murray run a Jokic screen. Right of the lane. Down the lane. Hooks it back to Jokic. Inside with a layup, and it's good. Jokic with 29.
Big-time feed by Jamal Murray. Nets are in drop defense that time, and Nick Claxton couldn't recover to Jokic.
Denver regains a 1-point lead with 2:18 to go in the fourth. Cam Thomas. Played by Gordon. Bounce to Bridges. Left side in front of the arc. Faces the hoop against Caldwell Pope. Bounce it out top. Thomas on a drive. Had it poked loose. Stolen away by Jokic. And then Thomas grabbed him by the shirt. Denver wants another take foul there. Let's see if they're going to give it to them. Denver players talking to the officials. Mike Malone standing with his arms outstretched, which is the symbol for the take foul. And now the officials are going to confer. Mark Davis, Pat Frere, Cedric Taylor. The officials still huddled up at midcourt. And they are going to call a take foul. They get one shot in the ball.
Hard to argue with that. I mean, the intent after Jokic got the ball, Cam Thomas just flat out grabbed him.
So Murray at the line by himself. Free throw is way short. No good.
Gonna keep Cam Thomas out. He's going to sit down right now. Finney Smith's going to come in for Cam Thomas. Flat out little offense, defense.
2:05 remaining. Denver leads 106-105. Nuggets will have it as Murray will bring it up. Lets it roll a little bit. Now picks it up. Moves up the left side. Now across the midcourt logo. Now veers out to the left. Played by Dinwiddie. Now cuts right. Top of the key. Gives it up. Caldwell Pope. Right wing three is good. Bridges got run into. Went down. There was no call. Jacques Vaughn upset about that. Bridges a little slow to get up, but now he's got it. Moves it to the front court. 109-105 Denver. Minute 45 to go in the game. Bridges doubled. Pass right. Dinwiddie's got it. Behind the arc in the right wing. 8 to shoot. Played by Murray tightly. Down to 5 to shoot. Steps right. Contested three. Is good. Oh, what a shot by Dinwiddie. 109-108 Denver. Minute and a half to go in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie had just 3 points before that bucket. Nets have 7 players in double figures, and Dinwiddie's not one of them. Murray, top of the key. Jumper on the way. Is good. 111-108 Denver. Minute 20 to go in the game. Now Bridges front court. Cuts left. In the corner to face net. Back to Bridges. Jokic out on him. He drives him right. Gets to the rim. Layup. Thought of a foul is called as Jokic fouls Bridges. And Bridges can tie it with a free throw.
Excellent job. Got the matchup he wanted as Jokic came out on the perimeter and Mikal Bridges, and there was zero hesitation. He just ripped it and attacked the middle of the paint and was able to finish on the other side of the rim after contact. Do the Nets have enough defensively, Chris?
First free throw attempts of the game for Mikal Bridges. First free throw attempt. He's going to get one free throw here. With 1:10 to go, looking to tie it at 111. It's on the way, and it is no good. Rebounded by Jokic as it bounds out to the right. So the Nets remain behind by 1 as we approach a minute to go in the game. Denver left to right into the front court. Murray handling. Played by Dinwiddie. Comes left. We're at a Jokic screen. Teardrop all the way is good for Murray. He's got 29, 23 coming in the second half. Timeout Nets. With 54.9 seconds to go, Murray gives Denver a 113 to 110 lead.
It's been Jamal Murray all half. Nets have elected to try to play it straight up. They're just switching defensively, and he's been able to punish him in every opportunity. There's some good defenders out there, but the Nets are switching, so he's getting matchups that he likes. That time, a runner going to his left along the baseline.
He matches a season high with 29. Jamal Murray, the former 7th pick overall in 2016. He has missed almost 2 seasons because of injuries. Having a terrific year, averaging 18.4 a game, well over that. As Denver takes a 113 to 110 lead with 54.9 seconds remaining. Nets trying to snap a 4-game losing streak against the defending champion Nuggets, with Detroit looming tomorrow night here in Brooklyn.
I tell you what, Nets score right now, or regardless, next possession down the floor, they've got to try to get the ball out of the hands of Jamal Murray, double team him, and it's scrambling.
Nikola Jokic in this game, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Nets with 7 players in double figures. 16 for Cam Johnson leads the Nets. 19 for Cam Thomas, 16 for Cam Johnson. So the Nets will inbound. Johnson, Bridges, Thomas, Dinwiddie, and Finney-Smith on the floor for Brooklyn. In the black going right to left. Johnson inbounds near the midcourt line to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie comes right. Gives to Bridges, top of the key. Played by Murray. Bridges drives it right. Bumps right of the lane with a fadeaway. It's short. Rebound grab by Denver. Watson got the rebound. Bridges thought he got fouled. 36 seconds to go in the game. Denver with a ball and a 3-point lead. Murray out top. Watson a screen. Murray coming right. Picked up by Finney-Smith. Moves it left. Watson on the drive. Going all the way on the rim and a 2-hand slam for Peyton Watson. And he got fouled with 25.5 seconds to go. Fouled by Bridges. Puts Denver up by 5 with 25.5 left.
Well, Murray had the ball on one side of the floor. The entire defense was shifted and looking right at him. The ball got swung quickly to Watson. And, man, he just caught it, ripped it, and attacked, and was able to slam it after contact.
Of all the big names on this team.
Yeah, you didn't expect that.
You weren't expecting Peyton Watson with an explosive dunk to somehow possibly ice this game. Free throw, missed it long, rebounded by Finney-Smith. Nets down 5 with the ball. Thomas out of the right, pulls up, 3 on the way. Good! And he got fouled by Watson. Cam Thomas, with a chance at a 4-point play, can bring the Nets within 1 with 19.4 seconds to go.
Cam Johnson telling all his teammates what they'll look to do here defensively.
Cam Thomas with 10 points in the quarter. That's his first made 3 in the game.
Be curious. Cam Johnson telling everybody what to do. I don't know that they want to just foul defensively right now. They might want to trap once and then give a foul. Not just give it up. Try to be aggressive.
So 1 free throw for Thomas. Nets have 1 timeout remaining. Both teams over the limit. Free throw is good. It rattled in. 19.4 seconds to go. Denver's got 2 timeouts remaining in a challenge, and now Mike Malone's going to call a timeout. So it's Denver by a point with 19.4 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. What's been a terrific game here in Brooklyn.
Well, certainly the Nets, you know that they've, they can't let the time run out. They've got to be real aggressive defensively. But do you just want to? You don't want to just give a foul, right? You want to be aggressive. Try to go after the ball. Maybe double team once, and then you give the foul. Try to get a 5-second count. Try to trap and get a steal. Mike Malone's going to try to inbound the ball to his best free throw shooters on the floor. For Murray, obviously trying to get him the ball, but The Nets get trapped once. You don't have to just foul immediately.
The Nets in their huddle.
Well, they're going over.
Trevor Henry with the iPad out, going over what Denver likes to run in these situations.
Exactly. So that way you can anticipate. Possibly can you get a 5-second count right now? Can you get a turnover on the inbound? We've seen the inbound be a problem a lot in our careers here, not coaching, broadcasting. But then again, don't just give up the ball. I tell you what, if Aaron Gordon gets the ball back after he inbounds at a 50% free throw shooter, you've got to foul him.
So the Nuggets will inbound. It's going to be Gordon to inbound.
Do you foul Gordon after the ball comes inbound? Off the ball. After it's inbounded.
They're not guarding the inbounder, having trouble getting it in. Now Murray comes to the ball. He gets it, and he got fouled immediately as Dennis Smith Jr. ran into the back of him. With 18.4 seconds to go, Smith commits his 5th. At the line, Jamal Murray. Murray, an excellent free throw shooter.
See, I would have liked to put pressure on Gordon. Just foul him off the ball. The last 2 minutes is tough.
Murray at the line. Free throw on the way is good. Nothing but net. In the fourth quarter, if an opposing player misses 2 free throws, everyone gets free McDonald's French fries, but that will not happen here as Murray makes the free throw. I've got to mention that. 18.4 seconds to go. Murray with a second coming up. Nets down 116 to 114. Second on the way is up and no good, but he got his own miss. Murray retreats to the right sideline, and he got fouled by Cam Thomas. A long rebound came out near the right elbow, and Murray was able to get the rebound and his own missed free throw.
That is as frustrating as it gets right there.
Missed 2 free throws tonight, Murray. He'd only missed 3 all year. This one goes up, but it's good. Makes it a 3-point game. It's only his 16th game, but he'd only missed 3 free throws all season. You don't get an opportunity like that often. Looking to make it a 2-possession game. It's on the way, and he makes it. 118-114 Denver. 15 seconds to go. Cam Thomas up the right wing into the front court. Thomas straight on. Pump fake. Shoots a 3. In and out. No good. Tip won't go. Bridges tips it. It won't fall. And a foul against the Nuggets here on the rebound with 5.9. Mike Malone may review this. He's got a challenge left. The foul was on Porter. Free throws for Cam Johnson. Nets down 4, but only 5.9 seconds to go. They are not going to challenge. They had a timeout left. Johnson's free throw on the way is good.
Now, what do you got right here? Nets still have a timeout remaining. So Cam Johnson wants to know, do you want me to miss it intentionally? I don't think so.
They're going to bring in Sharp and Claxton now.
I'm curious on this one.
They're down 3 with 5.9 left.
I think he's going to miss it intentionally.
Johnson at the line. Free throw is off the back rim. It's grabbed by Gordon and fouled by the Nets. Jokic and Sharp were battling. Jokic ended up on the ground. That's going to put Gordon to the other end at the line with a 3-point lead with 4.3 left.
Yeah, not the worst guy to foul, though. I mean, if that's how it's going to work out.
He has been 6 of 7 tonight.
Yeah. Well, certainly the Nets got to anticipate that he could miss it. They better get the rebound this time.
So Gordon standing by at the line now. Deep breath. Couple of dribbles, spins the ball. Bouncing a little bit. Now he shoots and hits. And that should do it. Makes it a 4-point game with 4.3 seconds to go. Nuggets will win for the 6th time in the last 7 games. Their 4th consecutive road win after struggling on the road early in the year. They'll move to 9-8 away from Denver. As the free throw is good by Gordon, Nets will call a timeout with 4.3 seconds to go. 120 to 115 Denver. The Nets are going to lose their 5th in a row. It'll be the 5th straight game they give up 120 or more. They certainly played much better tonight than they have during the losing streak, but nonetheless not able to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, down the stretch. I mean, there were just too many possessions in the last few minutes of the game, last 3-4 minutes of the game where the Nets, turnovers hadn't been a problem, but they didn't get good shot attempts. They turned it over. Jamal Murray was obviously a problem throughout the entire second half. And then that great...
Jamal Murray had 26 in the second half, 32 in the game.
And then Watson with that reverse to him, and he was able to attack all the way down the lane for the dunk. I mean, Cam Thomas's 4-point play gave him a chance.
And then that chance went away when Murray missed that second free throw, and the Nets couldn't get the rebound.
That's where it went away.
Not to say they would have won the game, but they certainly had a much better chance if they could corral that rebound. They would have at least had a possession with a chance to tie or take the lead. So right now, a 5-point Denver lead, just 4.3 seconds to go. Nets are out of timeouts. They need a miracle. O'Neal will inbound to the front court. Lob it toward the basket. Finney Smith with the layup with 3.3. They inbound to Jokic, and he got fouled in the backcourt with 2.3 seconds to go.
Good job by the Nets right there. Just take that down 4, get the quick 2, and then they gave the quick foul.
Well, you're down 5, so that makes it a 3-point game.
Yeah.
And now you're in a similar situation where one free throw can kind of ice the game.
Yep.
And it'll be Nikola Jokic going to the line. 3 for 3 tonight, 78% of the season. 2-time NBA MVP, Finals MVP last year. With 29 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, couple of blocks, 3 steals.
When did you start the clock? When did you start on that play?
There's a discussion about the clock.
I need to be able to hear you. You called it, you shot it. You started on the check, right? And you stopped it when it went through.
All right, Mark Davis straightened it out.
You can hear it right there.
Jokic to try and put this game away for the Nuggets. Free throw is good. Makes it a 2-possession game. Just 2.3 to go. Second on the way is good. As the Nets inbound, Royce O'Neal, mid-court heave at the horn, is off to the left, no good. Your final score here in Brooklyn, Denver 122, the Nets 117. Nets add to their season-long losing streak. It is now 5 games in a row. They have lost 6 of the last 7. As the Nuggets improved to 20-10 on the year, the Nets dropped to 13-15. Jacques Vaughn with an embrace for his former Orlando Magic player, Aaron Gordon, after the game as the teams shake hands. We'll come back right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition, With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites, and with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with $1 minimum purchase when the Nets opposing team misses 2 consecutive free throws in the fourth quarter during home games. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before laundry day. Offer valid, limited time only through next season at participating McDonald's. Valid the day after opposing team misses 2 consecutive free throws in the fourth quarter during home games. McDonald's app download and registration required. Brooklyn, how you feeling? Don't get benched by illness or injury. Book at-home urgent care at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand is in-network with major insurance plans, bringing you the same high-quality medical care as a walk-in clinic at about the same cost. When your home team needs an assist, book an on-demand house call at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand. Urgent care reinvented. This message is sponsored by Ambulance by DocGo, the official ambulance service of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Liberty, and Barclays Center. Nets fans, when decided to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been servicing New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for over 25 years. They offer premium customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate travel experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call them at 212-206-6974.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Good game. Came down to the final minutes. There were 12 lead changes, 8 ties in the game. Denver, the defending champions, hold off the Nets down the stretch. 122-117 the final. We'll talk about it in our post-game coverage. We'll hear from Jock Vaughn, and we'll hear from you on X. At BKNets Radio is the way to reach us. It's all coming up on the post-game show right after this on The Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Odyssey app.
Brooklyn Nets basketball has been presented by Barclays Bank, powering possible, and brought to you by Ticketmaster, Maimonides, and by Webull, official online brokerage partner of Barclays Center and the Brooklyn Nets. Stay tuned for the Brooklyn Nets postgame show coming up next.
Toyotathon is on at Parkway Toyota, your premier Toyota dealer in Englewood Cliffs. Lease a new 2024 RAV4 LE for just $299 a month, or get low-interest financing, 3.99% for 48 months, available on remaining 2023 Highlanders, RAV4s, Camrys, and Tacomas. Parkway Toyota in Englewood Cliffs, where Toyotathon is going on now through January 5th. ParkwayToyota.com. 36 month lease, $49.95 due at signing. No security deposit required. Offers on approved credit. Excludes tax and $5.99 docs. Expires 1/2/24.
Happy holidays from Upper East Side Rehabilitation and Nursing Center, where the experience of true well-being is redefined. Upper East Side Rehabilitation and Nursing offers short-term, subacute, and long-term rehabilitation, along with 24-hour nursing services. Call 212-879-1600 today. That's 212-879-1600. When you care about somebody,
Hi, it's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Staples stores provide innovative products and services for small business, remote workers and learners, even teachers and parents. Explore more at your local Staples store. Snowmakers are taking advantage of the coldest days of the week, just as they have for the past several weeks, taking care of those ski trails that are already open with snowmaking and grooming, and opening a few new trails along the way. Blue Mountain on 15 trails in the Poconos, Camelback and Shawnee both at least a half a dozen slopes, and they'll all have snow tubing this weekend. In New York, Gore Mountain, Whiteface, and Bel Air, all with loose and frozen granular and around 10 miles of skiing and riding with action for all ability levels. Mohawk, a half a dozen slopes in Connecticut, Butternut and Catamount on 10 trails, and Jiminy, 16 slopes day and night in the Berkshires. Stratton on 33 trails in Vermont, Killington 44 slopes, and Pico's Back 9 trails cover 4 miles.
Ski and ride like a beast at Vermont's biggest Icon Pass destination this winter. Killington Resort is home to the longest season in the East and the all-new K1 Lodge. Plan a visit today at Killington.com.
It's time for the Brooklyn Nets postgame show. Here's Chris Carino and Tim Capstraw.
Nets had a chance tonight. They took the Nuggets into the fourth quarter, but Denver holds on to win it 122-117. Chris Carino and Tim Capstraw back with you here. We're going to hear from Jacques Vaughn in just a little bit. Nets got out to another kind of slow start. We're down 11 early. Bounced back to tie the game at the end of 1. Would go on to lead by as much as 7. It was a 2-point game at halftime. It was a 2-point game going to the fourth quarter. And back and forth we went in the fourth quarter. And Nets are right there with the Nuggets all night long. It was a good, entertaining, competitive game. But in the end, Denver made the big plays down the stretch.
Made the big plays. I thought the Nets didn't make enough plays. I thought they the last 5 minutes of the game, I didn't love, they didn't have the flow going. They weren't scoring at the rate they needed to. They made a few plays attacking the basket, beating Jokic off the dribble. Then later on, they had a couple possessions where they turned it over. Dinwiddie made the deep 3. That was in a comfortable possession, but he knocked it down. Cam Thomas made that big 4-point play, but the overall execution to keep up with an elite offensive team, or what they're able to do, the Nuggets are able to do on the offensive end, I didn't think it was sharp enough. The last 5 minutes of the game. Come clutch time, everything's magnified, everything's got to be clean, everything's got to be sharp. And the Nets gave away a couple possessions with some carelessness.
The Nets had 7 players in double figures in this game, led by Cam Thomas, who had 23. Just 8 of 21 shooting, 1 of 6 are behind the arc. Got great contributions off their bench. Dorian Finney-Smith with 14 points. He had 4 threes. Royce O'Neal made a couple of threes and had 13 points. Dennis Smith Jr. was a welcome guy back to the lineup. 7 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 19 minutes. Really, when he came in the game in the first quarter is when the game changed.
Well, he did, and then Finney-Smith came in. Finney-Smith was exceptional also, and Royce O'Neal. The bench really changed how the Nets have looked. They hadn't looked good in a long time, and those 3 guys entered the game in the first quarter, and it totally changed the way you felt about the Nets. The energy on both ends of the floor was outstanding. First of all, it begins on the defensive side. They were electric defensively. They were able to push it. Finney-Smith was making threes. Dennis Smith Jr. was moving the ball. Royce O'Neal doing what he did, and the Nets got great energy from that, and it propelled them throughout the first half. I think throughout the game, I thought they played better basketball. They just were beaten in the last few minutes of this game.
All right, let's hear from Nets head coach Jacques Vaughn.
What did you see from your team here tonight?
Yeah, overall good effort from our guys. I think we put ourselves in a position to try to win a ball game. I thought our attention for the majority of the night was in the right place. Now we just got to hone in on each possession. Like, we really can't afford to give any possessions away, whether that was the early transitions in the first half, whether that was some of the rebounding in the first half. We've got to put 4 quarters together of each play really mattering for us.
When you look at those last few minutes, what stands out to you kind of about what allowed this one to have the end result?
Yeah, at the end of the game, the lethal combination of Jokic and Murray and their ability to play two-man game at the end puts you in a compromising position. We changed coverages a little bit to put us in pretty good position to defend. They had some periphery players, whether it was Watson drive at the end to get to the rim, that made some plays for them. But I thought overall, offense, defense, substitutions at the end was beneficial for us. And another experience for us to be in the late game and to be able to experiment with different things and find some solutions.
What do you take away, and what did you see from that missed Jamal Murray free throw?
Yeah, it's interesting. Same strategy we had used the play before when Cam makes the 3. And so at that time when you're down, you have limited timeouts. You have to take calculated risk. So our same set where we send 2 guys down the floor. The previous play before that, Cam has 1 person in front of him, and he makes the 3. So same strategy. Jamal's probably 90% shooter, probably I think 90-92 this year. And so we want to be in the same position where Cam or Spencer can have one-on-one and get in position to make a play. He decided to miss a free throw this time. And we had 3 guys in there. I think Cam and Doe were trying to squeeze against Jokic, and the ball went right back to him. So part of basketball.
Two things, Jock. One, you mentioned how much Dennis was going to have an impact. What did you see from just him and Doe coming in and kind of changing the tenor of the game in the first quarter?
Yeah, I think, Evan, you definitely felt their presence when that group started to sub and come in and really put their input on the game. I thought their physicality, their ability to have deflections, and our activity level was pretty high when those guys checked in.
And I know you said before the game that you obviously didn't want to make any line change. You wanted to see what this group did. But given how well this bench played today, is that kind of just, more data to just kind of store away and just rethink about kind of where you want this to go a little bit?
I'm just going to get on my knees tonight again and pray that the same group is available to play. And so that's where we're going to get to. This team hasn't been available to play. Those guys haven't been available to play. So that's what I asked them. Do whatever you got to do to be able to play tomorrow. So use this 24 hours to be ready to go again tomorrow.
Just more about that bench group that turned the game around in the second quarter. It included Royce and Day'Ron. What did you see, including the two that Evan mentioned, from that four as a whole that was, I guess, markedly different than how the starters started the game?
Yeah, it's interesting. That was our quote-unquote great group in training camp. That group right there, those five. And their ability to really cover for each other. They have a little bit of flexibility. Dennis's ability to be into the basketball gives you an advantage. Then you have Doe and Royce who have the ability to cover for each other. And if Day'Ron is protecting the rim for us, we got a lot of dudes out there covering for each other, and that's what the defense is. And then we put Cam out there with that group to give us a lead score. So it's an interesting balance. Like I said, Lucas, I'm on my knees tonight, my man.
Speaking of balance, when it comes to the ball movement and just the assists, you had Nick Claxton with 6 assists. What was it on the offensive side that was working so well, and what did you like, and what can you take away from that as you kind of move forward with these next couple of games? Yeah, Megan, it's a pretty good recipe for us. I think we had 18 assists at half, over 30 to finish the game, 7 dudes in double figures. And so, most of these teams are geared towards keeping you away from the rim. And I thought tonight, the ability for us to drive the basketball through the paint and just to collapse the defense, and then to be able to get in windows and provide areas for our guys to pass the basketball to, and then take advantage when guys are closing out. So if we can take that concept and continue to grow with it, and even when the basketball doesn't go in, but the process of penetrating, of making sure that you're getting open for a teammate, those are good things for us.
Before the game, you talked about not letting the last play affect the next play. This 5-game losing streak, how do you not let it affect going into tomorrow on a back-to-back? Yeah, it's a huge challenge. I think I'm going to lean into the fact that we need a win, and so hopefully focus the group into that area of my message to them, where we did a lot of good things tonight, and that doesn't guarantee you in this league that you're going to win. Can we continue to try to do the good things on a nightly basis, and we get a chance to do it tomorrow?
Coach, what can you say about the way, Day'Ron played today? He was pretty big for you off the bench.
Yeah, he was great for us. That tandem of Nick, I think Nick's rebounding, Day'Ron's ability to guard Jokic and have a big body on him, and also offensive rebound for us. So, again, I have been on Day'Ron to continue to give us everything he has every single game and live with the results and not complicate things. Recently had a conversation with him just to keep it simple. He can impact the game, and I thought his decision-making was really good tonight, whether he got an offensive rebound, decided to put it back, or sometimes just gained a possession for us. Okay, guys.
All right, that is Nets head coach Jacques Vaughn as the Nets lose to Denver 122 to 117. Lots to dissect. We'll get to your comments on Twitter at BKNets Radio, the way to reach us as we continue with our post-game coverage from Brooklyn right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Hey, Nets fans, from Bushwick to Brooklyn Heights, Midwood to Mapleton, Flatbush to Fort Greene, Cobble Hill to Clinton Hill. Brooklyn, this season's updated COVID-19 shots are available. Have you scheduled yours? Learn more and find a vaccine option at schedulecovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Whoa, what is that?
What, the carolers?
No, not them. You don't feel that?
If you mean the snow falling, then yes.
No, that's not it. There's something magic in the air.
Ah, magic. Sort of like the chance to gift up to $1 million with the New York Lottery's Holiday Scratch-Off game. Here, I got this one for you.
Giving is in the air. Gift up to $1 million with Holiday Scratch-Off games from the New York Lottery. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call the Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
At leading global insurance brokerage Hub International, we are here to help you protect what matters most. When you partner with us, you're at the center of a vast network of risk, insurance, employee benefits, retirement, and wealth management specialists that bring clarity to a changing world. What will tomorrow look like? It may not be what you expect, but with Hub, you have a partner who is committed to supporting and protecting you so that you're ready for whatever tomorrow may bring.
Approach a minute to go in the game. Denver left to right into the front court. Murray handling. Played by Dinwiddie. Comes left. We're at a Jokic screen. Teardrop on the way is good for Murray. He's got 29, 23 coming in the second half. Timeout Nets. Murray would finish with 32, along with 9 assists, 5 rebounds, a couple of blocks, 11 of 19 shooting, 4 of 6 from behind the arc, and with it, at the line to shoot 2 in with about 14 seconds to go. Trying to, the Nets just trying to ice the game. He missed the second free throw that could have made it a 3-point game. The ball bounded out right back out to Murray. Got the rebound, got fouled, made another 2 free throws to push the lead back up to 5, I believe, and kind of iced the Nets. At that point, Murray ended up with 32, 26 in the second half of this game. And you heard Jacques Vaughn talk about it with Jokic and Murray.
Yeah.
That's a difficult combination, especially down the stretch in close games.
Yeah, and then that surprising play to Peyton Watson late where he's able to catch it on the swing pass from Murray and attack all the way down and dunk the ball. But, those two just playing off of each other, him setting screens off the ball, on the ball, or passing and just cutting. It's those two guys. Nets are doing what they could against them. And Murray just seemed to make every single play he had to in the second half, and then made him down the stretch also.
On Twitter, at BKNets Radio, the way to reach us, Bob from Bayonne, didn't get any separation with Jokic and Murray sitting in the fourth. Just way too many poor offensive sets down the stretch. It was only close because of the 2 bailout threes from Dinwiddie and Thomas. And why were there only 3 Nets in the paint on the Murray free throw?
I'd say that's all you're allowed. That's all you're allowed.
Yeah.
That's the defensive team is allowed 3 people on their offensive team has 2, and that's kind of how it goes.
Let's see who else here. John Strump on Twitter. Nets have a lot of Swift's Army knives. They need a dagger. When is Lonnie Walker due back? Yeah, I mean that's a good point. And I think that's the case with this whole Net team is that, and it's why we didn't harp too much on guys out of the lineup until you see guys get a little now fatigued and they're down bodies, because it isn't the separation between. Listen, Nets have some great players, but the they don't have a lot of really bad players and they don't have superstars. They have that middle ground. So yeah, they don't have that killer down the stretch. I mean, Bridges is trying to develop into that guy. Cam Thomas is trying to develop into that guy. Jamal Murray already is that guy.
Yeah, no, there's some truth to that. And yet there have been times this year when you've been really impressed. Mikal Bridges was doing some really clutch time plays throughout this early part of the season. Cam Thomas has done the same, but they don't have that reputation of a guy like Jamal Murray or Nikola Jokic. And but I thought the Nets, their energy tonight, I thought they learned something tonight of how they've got to play. The energy of when those guys came in the game in that first quarter just changed. and that's the electricity the Nets got to have. Also, the ball was moving, and everybody they were playing for each other tonight. They weren't just playing with each other. They were moving it. The ball wasn't sticking. Guys weren't thinking about, I haven't shot in a long time. It's my turn to get a shot off. No, I didn't see any of that going on, and that's what the Nets got to learn from tonight's performance. And then got to do a better job down the stretch. They've got to, they've got to get good looks each possession in the last 4 minutes. Nets had done a good job, solid job in the clutch coming into this game, and yet it didn't look crisp in the last 5 minutes of this game.
And going back to Bob's point, they didn't get separation when Jokic was on the bench. Jokic in this game was a plus 29.
Yeah.
So that means they outscored the Nets by 29 points in the 34 minutes and 9 seconds that Nikola Jokic played in this game.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, that's amazing, and that's a very good point. And you got to try to get separation, and then he comes back in the game, and he can just beat you so many different ways. And you're saying, well, it was really Murray. Murray did all the plays, but I don't know that he can do them without Jokic setting those screens, setting them up, and then creating the separation. That's why they're an NBA champion level team.
Gene, actually, it's his son Aaron checking in. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you, Aaron. Wanted to say that last possession against Murray was crucial. Nobody getting in that rebound was really the nail in the coffin for that game. Jamal took over down the stretch, and we should have doubled him. That was the point you were making through in the broadcast.
Well, I like guys. You can sense when guys got it going in the NBA, and you just want other guys to beat you.
Yeah.
Double it out of their hands, and then scramble back, and then once it gets out of his hands, try to deny him the ball back. So it's a different type of possession. He had too good of a rhythm going, in my opinion. I felt that a few times. I just think that's a. I was even talking about it earlier than normal tonight because you just saw it in the second half that this guy was going to own it.
And going back to that missed free throw by Murray, the problem you have is, and this is again in college I think you could put 4 guys up on there, and in the pros you can only put 3. But what happens is you put 2 guys on either side of Jokic. You try to squeeze him.
Yeah, you're trying to pinch.
So in the NBA it can't be like usually you would have that second guy.
Yeah.
He's got to block out the shooter. You're always as a coach. You're always who's got the shooter? Block out the shooter.
That doesn't happen as much in the pros because you have to pinch in to make sure the big doesn't get the rebound. A dominant rebounder doesn't get the ball, although you can do that. I mean, if you felt comfortable with your 2 guys on the inside, you'd say you got the shooter. But if you don't, you're pinching in to keep the big from getting the ball.
And
the ball popped
you don't
out.
expect Jamal Murray to miss a free throw there, and it also popped out pretty far. So, but it was a
critical play.
It was a critical play. Spencer, as Ethan Hawke said in training day, this game epitomized smiles and cries. A few key possessions made their difference between a win and a loss, and fans smiling or crying. I like the way you turned in there. You could do a little Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, you were showing off
nice
with your Ethan Hawke tidbits
tonight.
tonight.
Here's the thing now as we look ahead. Spencer says I have a bad feeling about tomorrow. I know the mentality of Net fans. I brought this up a week ago.
Yeah.
Is that I wanted to see Detroit win a game before they come in here. But they lost last night against Utah, who, by the way, they still had the guys out for when we saw Utah on Monday. There was still no Jordan Clarkson, and Lauri Markkanen didn't play. Taylor Horton-Tucker didn't play, and the Pistons at home still couldn't get a win.
Yeah.
They lost to Utah. It's now 25 consecutive games. So.
If the Nets play like they did tonight with their energy and electricity after the first 6-7 minutes of the game, if they learn from that they've got to come out with that type of focus, determination, and activity on defense and unselfishness on offense, they'll be fine. It's when they get stale on offense and one guy try to do stuff and just not play as a team, it carries over to the defensive side of the floor. The game is really connected, and the Nets got to understand that. They got to learn that from tonight. And I thought Dennis Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, Day'Ron Sharpe, those guys help change the game tonight. I think they can change the mentality of the Nets right now and understand that's the only way they can really have good success.
And here's the other thing, though, about when a team comes in with this kind of losing streak. So they've lost 25 in a row. The record for an in-season is 26. So they could actually tie the record that was set by the Cleveland Cavaliers just post LeBron, and then the process Sixers in the 13-14 season. Sixers lost 26 games that year, and the only reason they didn't lose more is because they ran out of games, as they ended up losing the first 2 games the next year. So that's the overall losing streak record in the NBA. It's 28 set by that team, but in one season it's 26, a tie with both the Cavaliers and the Sixers. The Pistons can tie that mark if they lose to the Nets here tomorrow, and then the same 2 teams are playing in Detroit on the 26th. Now, here's the thing. They obviously, the Pistons, don't want to set that kind of a record. Sometimes, though, there's a reason why you've lost 25 games. But you know they're going to always try to play hard and not get that record. I think, though, there's a height, and a reason why these streaks go on and on, too, is because when you've lost 7, 8 in a row, a team could take you lightly, and you beat them. When you've lost 25 in a row, in a weird way, nobody's taking you lightly, because they don't want to be the ones that lose.
Yeah, no, I think there's something to that, and I think there's going to be a lot of pride on the Pistons. The other thing is it's going to be a lot more national attention, or a lot more attention on this game than normally would be. There'll be more media, there'll be more discussions, there'll be more stories about it, and the Nets have it for 2 consecutive games. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But the Nets have to learn it's about how they played tonight during periods of time that's got to carry them. That's what they looked like early in the year, and that's what they got to make sure they stay with in their focus.
All right, we'll select our Maxit Telecom player of the game when we come back as we continue with our post-game coverage. Thanks to everybody, too, on Twitter and X. They were all checking in saying Merry Christmas, and we wish you all a Merry Christmas as well. The Nuggets win this one 122-117. We'll come back right after this on The Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
For whom the bell tolls, the holidays are here, and we've all been there. Dinner's burnt, the in-laws stay forever. This holiday season, let Black & Whiskey take the edge off with their bold gifting and cocktail solutions. Head over to blackandwhiskey.com/holiday for their survival guide to discover some real-life solutions to some real-life holiday nightmares. We can get through the holidays together with the perfect Blackened pour in hand. Check out blackandwhiskey.com to pick up a bottle of Blackened for your holiday event today. Blackened Whiskey Remastered.
When people have a craving to explore new and traditional Asian cuisines, they head to P.F. Chang's, where scratch-made dishes come from the 2,000-year-old tradition of wok cooking. P.F. Chang's wanted to explore new possibilities for their website. They turned to AmericanEagle.com. AmericanEagle.com re-architected P.F. Chang's website, integrating multiple third-party systems to create a unified digital experience. The results? Improved page speed and performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. P.F. Chang's and AmericanEagle.com. Another example of the best businesses in the world, turning to the best in the business for websites. Go to AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
This week, the Fan has your chance to win a holiday golf getaway to Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Tune in Friday for your shot. You and 3 friends could stay 3 nights at Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa, an unforgettable getaway ideally situated in Ponte Vedra Beach near Jacksonville and the famed TPC Sawgrass Golf Club. You also get a choice to play a round of golf at either TPC Sawgrass Stadium Course or Dyes Valley. This Friday, listen for your shot and win. Give the gift they'll truly remember. Give the gift of Florida.
What's up, y'all? It's Nick Claxton checking in, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM in the Brooklyn Nets app.
Nets did get some really good production out of the center spot tonight. Claxton ended up with 10 points, 16 rebounds, a career-high 6 assists, 3 block shots in the game. And then Day'Ron Sharpe, in his 18 minutes, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, couple of steals, couple of blocks. I'm not going to say they neutralized Jokic. They did not. Jokic ended up with 31 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, couple of blocked shots. But they didn't get embarrassed by Nikola.
They're not embarrassed. They played terrific. That was a great tag team by them. In fact, the Nets kind of a lot of guys played more than a solid game. Guys stepping in off the bench, Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, and Dennis Smith Jr. I love their energy, and yet I'm going to go for the player of the game.
It is, first of all, brought to you by Maxip Telecom. That's Maxip Telecom, proud partner of the Brooklyn Nets. Congratulates the player of the game.
Yeah, with Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets. As much as I want to go Nets, and you know I'm a homer, I got to go with Jamal Murray.
Murray ended up with 26 in the second half of this game, 11 of 19 shooting, 32 points total, as Denver wins it 122-117. Sixers beat the Raptors tonight 121-111. Tyrese Maxey had 33. Rockets beat the Mavericks 122-96.
Yeah, no Luka today, though.
Okay.
No Luka.
Alperen Şengün with 22 to lead Houston. Final score from, let's see, no, those are all the finals right now. The other games going on right now, the Heat lead the Hawks late in the fourth quarter, 120-113. Suns and Kings just getting underway. Kings out to an 8-point lead in the first quarter. Wizards in Golden State, they have a 15-11 lead in the first quarter. And that's your slate, light slate in the NBA. Nets will play a back-to-back tomorrow night as we take a look at the upcoming schedule, brought to you by Ticketmaster. Make more memories live with Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Brooklyn Nets and the NBA. Nets and Pistons, first of 2 games. They'll be in Brooklyn tomorrow, and then the day after Christmas in Detroit. So, again, good news, bad news. You're playing a team that's lost 25 in a row. That's the good news and the bad news.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting again. And
there's no joy. Like, Net fans can only have relief or misery. You're supposed to beat the Pistons.
Yeah.
You absolutely have to beat the Pistons.
And it's a national
And if
story.
you're winning, it's not a big deal. You're just dealing them their 26th in a row. There's no real joy. Well, they can win.
The win.
They get a
counts
win.
as a win.
You
want to
win
basketball games. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to get excited about the win, but you want to win. It's a line drive in the scorebook. Because then you come home. They'll play in the 26th in Detroit. Then you come home for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Before you head out on a 4-game road trip. So crucial. You get not just 1, but 2 against the Pistons.
Yeah, well, you take them 1 game at a time. And you got
good Lord willing.
Good Lord willing. And you got to just focus on tomorrow night.
Nuggets win it 122-117. We'll come back. We'll put a wrap on things here in Brooklyn when we return.